Yo ho, here we go. Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and others. What's up? My name is Devious. I don't know why I was in there already, but hey. We're going to come over here. We're going to sit right here. We're going to look absolutely fabulous for a minute. My girl posing whilst I go and post some things in some various chats because as the very wise Jesse Cox once said, if you want to spread yourself around, you gotta advertise like a shameless whore. That sounded awful. Okay, there's one. Hello, everybody, slash whoever shows up. Hope you're all having a good day. I'm gonna do the smart thing and I'm gonna like copy paste some of these. So I'm not just typing 70 bajillion different messages like a psychopath. And you know. One does not have a self-promo chat, therefore I shall not bother. Do. D. Fair warning, this is probably going to be a long one. Like, genuinely, this is probably going to be a longer stream. Because I am really hoping to make some progress today. I'm probably going to fail my first run. But it's going to be okay. Hey, Stream Elements is alive. Also, hello, Jack Wolf. I will read your no doubt absolute extra shenanigans here in a moment. Just double checking that I didn't miss pissing off any of my friends. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Hail, devious Lord of the Paradox and Master of the Blade. It is good once again to once more bask in glorious radiance. Okay, I don't know about that. Wait, your reaction to the new 6.4 trailer at your leisure, of course. I have already recorded that because somebody posted it in the suggestion box, and that's something very easy that I can do. So you guys are when the video, excuse me. When the video comes out, you guys are going to get, like, early morning just woke up Devious, so it's going to be a little disjointed, but I got very excited about it, and I'm looking forward to it. I also saw a bunch of, like, well, maybe not a bunch of, but there were a couple of clips of what is clearly Frontline in there, which I am very excited about. If they're reworking Frontline, I'm going to be extremely happy, because Frontline needs some love, but generally, looks good. Kind of vibing. RJ, I'm gonna slap you. Don't worry about it. Anyway, yeah, today we are doing... I probably shouldn't have named it POTD specifically in Chill because I'm kind of thinking I might go to Eureka Orthos again. Because I want to get some work done there. But this is fine. This is all deep dungeons. It's fine. Yeah, they're replacing the shatter map, making it more three-way symmetrical and adjusting the game mode itself. That is fantastic news. Now, I'm very much a proponent of... So, obviously, Frontline is just insanity. And that's the appeal of the mode. But at the same time, I do understand that it could be a lot better. So I'm looking forward to that. I really am. I'm very much looking forward to 6.4. It's going to be fun. But before that, my furthest run at the moment, I started off with my buddy Cade over here. But I'm yeah, I'm at 141 on my samurai, which has proven to be actually a pretty good run. So I'm gonna continue that one, and if we get lucky, we get lucky. If we don't, then we don't. I am very out of practice for the game in general, and samurai is not one of my main classes, so this could be very bad, but we'll see. Let's ask, have you also seen the new Tombstone gear that's coming out? Images are posted on the special site. Includes weapons modeled after the winning design contest entries. I think Hell shared the picture of a gunblade, and I'm going to be honest, I was not a huge fan of it. But it looks like it's got some potential for some other weapons to be pretty good. But I don't know what it was about it anyway. Like, I don't know what specifically I didn't like about it. I kind of looked at it and went, yeah. You know kind of how it is, you know. I can't get rid of this run because I'm going to be continuing that one with Cade later. But I do want to do another run to start off with Samurai because I'm probably about to embarrass myself. Urgh. All right, screw it. Let's just go in. There's no other way. 3 words. Wheel, saw, axe. Finally, my Krieg cosplay can be complete. I guarantee there's going to be some Kriegers running around. Okay. Screw it. Enough procrastinating, enough stalling. Let's go! Oh, by the way, something else that might come up fairly soon. I just did a stupid and bought Core Keeper, and that is apparently a really good game, so I'm probably going to be fiddling with that fairly soon. I don't know if I'm going to be bringing it to the channel, but I'm definitely going to be playing it. Also, good lord. Hello? Oh my lord. Come on. It'll be okay. I'm taking so much damage! I'm actually panicking slightly. Oh my lord. This is off to a wonderful start. I've already screwed up my rotation so bad. Come on, Brent. Yeah, we're off to a great start. This is going to be fantastic. It's so bad. This is what happens when you leave your runs for like 3 years. Oh, great. I can't do that. Just stun them and swinging. We're definitely in the realm of I should be kiting a lot more than I am, but I don't know how to do that very well. So okay. Just gonna do this, and it'll hopefully be okay. Of course that's there. Why wouldn't it be? And now I am Toad. We're off to a great start. Game will humble you at all points available. You need convincing, merely look upon your screens immediately. Hello, friend, please cease. Oh my god! I'm worried. I am worried. What does this do? Not enough. Thought there was another one coming. Alright. Okay, hi. No! Okay, get out of the way. I'm just gonna have to have my sus potion constantly going. There's no other way. This thing's made of pain and hate and terror. I can leave. Hallelujah. Holy crap. This is gonna be a rough one. Comment of Lust. Can't really use that very well. I hear clicking. Please don't turn around. Thank you! Mother, I am scared. I don't like this. Hey, what's up? Quizzle, how you doing? I'm probably going to die this run. Like, just full disclosure, it is not looking good. Affluence, I'll take that. If I could get a steel or a strength, that would really help me out. Okay, we can hit him with the Big Bang. Ooh, that did not work as I wanted it to. That's gonna hit me. Okay, it didn't hit me. That would have been a game over. That would have been a game over right there. I just realized I have a whole set of things that I have not used. And I've forgotten how they work. Why is Samurai my furthest on here? Like, I'm garbage at playing Samurai. What is this? What is this heresy? Okay, here we go. This is how the Big Bang's supposed to work. There we go. Alright, we're getting our legs back a little bit. Palmander's Steel, exactly what I wanted for Christmas. Thank you. But by the way, I didn't ask quite yet. How is the stream? Is everything like... Is the sound okay? Is the video okay? It looks kind of okay on my previous stream, but let me know. Good, thank you yourself. I'm doing pretty okay. I was just hanging out on somebody else's stream and just kind of vibing. And they were playing Core Keeper, and I thought, hey, that looks good. I hear a lot of people talk about it. And then this giant bug came tearing across the screen, and they were dropping bombs and shooting it with a shotgun. And that is absolutely metal AF. So naturally, my first instinct was, please give me want. And I bought the game. So now I own Core Keeper. And that may be a thing. Soonish. It might even be a thing later this stream if I get tired of Final Fantasy, because I plan to stream hopefully for the rest of the night. I'm trying to work on my stream endurance again, because it always falls off when I'm not paying attention. Immediately go for this. Bang bang. Well, because Samurai is the Unga Bunga DPS class, that is a fair point. Steel is helping way more than I thought it would. But I'm not complaining. Of course, this is a high kill count floor. What do you do this to me? I also noticed that I'm missing a Palm of Rage. That was probably a moment of weakness or wrath on my part. It's hard to tell. Hello, friend. You look less than happy at my existence. I apologize. I understand not everyone can be me, but please form an orderly line and don't get too jealous. Starting to get back into my groove here. This is really nice. Bang. Of course I need more. Of course I need more. Why wouldn't I need more? Please don't run into a luring trap. If I run into a luring trap, I'm probably dead. Why? Why are you like this? Come on, over here. Good boy. I'm not going to outpace the infatuation. There's no way. Yeah. Nah! I smacketh thine with all the hatred of 1,000 souls crying out in anger. Don't know what that means, but you know, whatever. Okay, so we're just going to keep the sus potion on for perpetuity now. Take a note. This is the ghost. Oh, that was a little closer than I wanted it to be. Fire safety. I will take it. Now I won't explode on the way. Yay! Was worried there. Almost. Hold on a minute. Let me actually get to semi-safety. Almost thought you had once more invoked the right. The glorious sainted of let me be nice on accident. You've avoided the sin fate. I have. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! It's a triple! I hate these! Ooh, this is one of the places. This is one of the reasons that I die. It's floors like this. Yoshi P is here! The Palm of Serenity, thank you! Thank you so much! And I got a cursed horde on the floor. Oh yes, thank you so much. Oh, that's beautiful. That's gorgeous. It's wonderful. I love it. I love every bit of it. I actually did not mean to do that, so, Oh, we're not dealing with that. We're not dealing with that. Whoop. Come on now. No, no, no. I shouldn't have popped all of them, but I did. Okay, just go. Just go. Just go. Just go. Just go. Continue. I thought he popped an ability that offed him as well. That was a bit spoop. A bit concernicus. Okay, I'm gonna hit you with the Higginbana. Because reasons. No! Paralyze. We don't like that here. I'm glad I remembered that guy was coming back, because I was about to just let him walk up on my booty. Which would have been very bad. Okay, that's less than ideal, sir. Sir and or madam. I gotta remember, I still have the freaking... I gotta remember, I still got the accursed pox. That's not good. Ooh, buddy. Straight into another Setsugeka. Come hither! Smacketh thine face. Thank you, Sus Potion. You exist in the best of places, and I love you. Oh, come on! Right, that doesn't work. Crap. I don't like this! Please cease. Please cease. Please cease! I don't like it. It makes me grumpled. Not in a good way. Alright, finish it off with the Setsugeka ready to go. Please don't be another mimic. It's a Palm of Lust. It's not a mimic. Can I think our Lord and Savior Yoshi P is playing Zelda Tears of the Kingdom right now? That's entirely possible. I forgot that was coming out, I'm gonna be honest. Okay. Free, stuff, which is nice. Unfortunately, we're basically just dealing with, like, perpetual pox, which is not great. Oh! Oh boy! About to say, if that's another... I'm getting tired of seeing the Palms of Lust, but it's not a mimic, so that's fine. You also gave me a boost this time. It's okay. You sneaking game time entering the live letter. Oh my god, that's such a Yoshi P move. Lord, I love that man so much. We stop. Okay, hit him with the Higginbana. Immediately into full DPS burst. There we go. Shown complete. Except it's not. We still got a lot of work to do. Thankfully, I just refilled my sus potions, which is great. I have a bad plan. That's not going to explode, though. Okay, if this would have exploded, I could have killed that guy easy. It didn't explode, damn it! I want to go back and slap that guy, but I feel like it would be a bad idea to search for trouble. Pop him. Pop him in the face. Pop him in the face. No, wrong button. Wrong button. I do not need a Rathalos. I require a boot to the head. Not my head, the enemy head. So, we're having fun here. We're having a great time. We're having a fantastic time here. How are you guys doing? Hope you're well. I hope you're all doing well and not absolutely panicking at the implication that this is the start of the stream. Mother, I am scared. Ooh, that was a lot of damage. Look at that beautiful rain damage. Ooh, mother, give me more. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. It might not be fine. It's fine. We're okay. We're fine. We're fine. Hits a luring trap or a landmine, immediately dies. Serenity! Thank you for giving me the option. I do not need it at this moment. But damn, it's nice to know it's there. Being maxed out on Serenity, or not being maxed out on Serenities, was the reason I died last time I got kind of this high. Actually, no, it's been a while now. Love to get got by one of those, by the way. Wait for that. At least it was a silence trap. Like, it could have been a lot of other nasty stuff. At least it's just a silence trap. I wasn't aggroed. It's okay. There's a lot of enemies in here. I was about to say, is this a treasure room or is it just a lot of enemies in here? I think it's just a lot of enemies in here. Okay, we continue. Bang. Whoop. Didn't even do that. Okay. Fumbling most of my stuff, but it's okay. We got this. We're not going to have this if I don't actually heal sometime this century. That guy is getting remarkably close. You're making me nervous, sir. Okay, let's make sure there's no patrols about to walk up on my booty. We're all just happy to see you streaming again. Probably say this every time, but hearing your voice is always a highlight. Well, I'm glad, man. I'm glad I could brighten your day a little like that. That probably makes me as happy as you getting to see the streams, I guess. That sounds incredibly conceited. I'm sorry. You know what I mean, though? Like, I'm just as happy to see you guys as y'all are to see me, hopefully. Okay, let's just do this. When in doubt, full burst. Use pots. Not pot, that's for a different kind of occasion. Yeah, like, it occurs to me, the last time I was streaming, I was talking about my my anxiety getting really bad. It's better now, actually. I'm not gonna cite that with the hope that I don't run into anything right here. Okay, it worked out this time. Didn't have to, but it could. But yeah, the anxiety is getting a lot better. I've got much more of a handle on it now. And like, it's, when it was really bad, it was to the point where, like, I genuinely felt like I was having heart trouble. I'm not there anymore. Like, every time I start to get that little fluttery feeling, I'm like, no, I know what that is. That is not a legitimate threat. That is my body freaking out. That's fine. This is okay. It's doable. It is controllable. I have control over my body again. So it's been good. I've been getting better. And honestly, apparently I'm even looking better. Like, I've said this a few times, maybe on here. I don't know if I've actually told you guys or not. But when I got out of the army in, it was like 2015, 2016. When I got out of the army, I just kind of decided, like, screw it. I'm not working out ever again. And it got to the point where I was like, yeah. I was a lot heavier than I thought I was, but I've started, like, nothing crazy, but I've been walking on a regular basis now, just to kind of get up and move. And, can I stun that? Okay, I can't stun. Yeah, I've gotten myself down to, like, where I'm walking a mile after every meal. And, as a result, I have started to lose some weight. And it's really, really cool. But I was out helping my dad with something, and one of the other people helping us is like, "Hey, I haven't like seen you a lot, but you're losing weight, man. Like, bro, I've only lost like 4 or 5 pounds at this point." I'm like, "No, you're. It might just be like water weight or something coming off, but it's noticeable." So I'm just sitting there trying not to fangirl all over myself, like, ah. Feels so good when effort gets recognized. That's all I'm gonna say. I shouldn't be as comfortable as I am here. But you know what? It's okay. We're doing fine. I hope. I hope we're doing fine. If we're not doing fine, we're in some trouble. That's a luring trap. Fairly certain. Why? Why do you make me do these things? It's not what I meant, but I mean, I'll take it. Okay, now my laptop's deciding to shut itself off again! Sir, can you please not walk up on us like that? It's very rude. We're in the middle of a conversation. Sir. Okay, I'm gonna do this, and then, yeah, I knew I'd need another one. I was actually gonna hit him with Higambana, but then I thought, I didn't see the health getting that low, but I noticed it in time. It's okay. I am not a professional, but I do occasionally know what I'm doing. Oi! I did push the button, I'm fairly certain. There we go. Fortune! A little late for that, but it's okay. I could make another run for... Well, it's right here. I might not get it. It'll be okay. Oh, right. I gotta actually pop the other palm. Okay, now we go. Now we go! Like an amusing distraction. 14 is doing a crossover event. Why was I going over here? Wait a minute. Oh, it's still not done! What? Bro. What was this again? Fortune. Okay, might as well. Here I go killing again. With the JRC, have a small racing minigame on their site. People outside of Japan won't get much in the game, but it's fun. Alright. Fair enough. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of that was a little bit gibberish, but... Or at least to me. But it's cool. It's always nice to see Final Fantasy doing stuff. Doesn't matter what the stuff is. I just, like, it's my favorite game. It's doing something. I'm so proud. You know how it is. We're all like that at some point. Okay, am I really gonna have to... Yeah. It's okay. It's fine. Just throw a little Setsugeka around. It'll be alright. We leave! It's another luring trap. I'm fairly sure that's luring. That's either luring or the silence pacify. One of the two. We'll find out. Chest, please don't be a mimic. Commander flight! I love it. More health, but auto heal disabled. I am done with the pox, so that's nice. But still. We should be alright. Hopefully, anyway. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Screw it. Hit him with the big bang. Boom! Yeah, that'll do. Schmeckin'. There's nothing in this room. Oh, no! That is bad. Okay. Crap. I don't know which one to focus. Definitely gotta get him away from the rest, though. Oh, dear lord. Don't know what to do here. That's bad. Oh, no! Crap! Got the stun. Do I have it? Okay, this is very bad. I have to. I might not. Oh yeah, I'm boned. I'm boned. I waited too long. That was 100% on. I fucked up. I screwed up there. Why did I panic? The outcome was not in question. I wasn't surviving a 3v1. Why did I do that? It's always the dumbest things when I come back. Ah. I really should have just popped a. I should have just popped a steal, a sus potion, and then the rage. Cleaned him out, and then floored it all the way to wherever the end is going to be. I got a bunch of the sacks too, and they're all gone. Where are they? Oh no, those are streams. Oh yeah, when I was running with Cade, I never turned those in. Fair enough. TLDR, the JRC is the Japanese Racing Commission. Is essentially the Scions and Magni for some reason taking part in a racing derby. Why Magni? That is a bit of a weird pick. Like, I kind of get it on a base level, but at the same time, what? Know what I mean? Okay, well, we're out now. What class should we take in next? Because I want to start another run, obviously. This one, hopefully, I'll actually stick to and get some work done. I'm really feeling spicy. I'll get all the way back up to 100 today. That'll get that far, but you know. So what do y'all think? What class should I play now? What class should I take into the depths once more? Can I find live video on my YouTube page? What the hell? Alright. Stream Elements is being extremely stupid. Dragoon. I haven't taken Dragoon in there before. That's not... No, okay. Dancer or Bard? Kana, why do you hate me? It's like, why do you want me to suffer that much? What did I do? Oh, right, I forgot to change this to live chat. Okay, so the suggestions are Dragoon, Dancer, and Bard. I'm kind of leaning towards Dragoon, but let's be fair. Does anyone else have a suggestion? Because at this point, I'm going to be rolling dice. Actually, find dice. Here we go. Ah, yes, my Infinity Pack for the game that I don't have yet. Red dice. Yeah. Okay. So Dragoon, Dancer, and Bard. Okay, let's do it this way. 1 to 10, Dragoon. 11 to 20, Dancer or Bard. Hoping my terrible luck helps me here. Yeah. Shit! Fucking nat 20. Oh, God. Alright, Kana. Because it's a nat 20. That's the first nat 20 I've rolled physically in years. Good God. Alright, Kana. Since I rolled the nat 20, I'll let you pick. Dancer or Bard, which one? You decide my fate now. Crap. I'm worried. Are you rolling dice as well? I mean, I'll go in as whichever one. I don't know how well it's gonna go. I mean, they're both ranged classes, and honestly, Dancer has some good deeps. So, Dancer probably not gonna be that bad. Bard, I'm gonna have to like relearn basically, but this is the best place to do it. So, it's not the worst idea. Trying to see this as a net gain. I'm worried. concerned. Oh yeah, I might have to make another BRB screen. Bard might be better. Want me to go Bard? Because you have control here. Just let me know. Read. God, Dancer doesn't get to support things until after 50. Yeah, but like it's not that big of a deal because 1 to 50 is not that bad. I'm just talking the floors actually, because you're gonna hit 50 at like level 25 to 30 usually. I think it's fairly early on. Good answer. Fair enough. All right, let's do it. This is gonna be terrifying. I don't know if I've ever tried Dancer in here before. Watch, this be the one that I actually succeed on. You will get the buff on yourself, issue maybe accidentally pulling extra mobs. That's fair, but I've also dealt with that on other stuff, so that's not that bad. I think that might be part of the derby because the steppe tribes raid horses. That's a fair point. Hello. I don't know why you're here. Work. I just realized the chakrams in here. Those look pretty sick. Like, I don't know how functional they'll be as chakrams, because you kind of need to be able to put them around your arm for storage. That's an actual historical thing. And innervation, of course. Hurgadurga. This will be fun. It's going great. I don't need that. Why am I looking at that? I don't need it! I was playing with some people the other day. It was like their first time in Palace of the Dead. So I was having to force myself to actually like, yo, you gotta look for the silvers because they need the Aether Pool stuff. Second innervation. We're off to a great start. I'm worried. It'll be nice to have a little mobility, though. To have some dashing that I can rely on. Because that's one of the things that I really like about playing Ninja in here, is being able to do the dash and have a little stealth. The answer obviously won't be all of that, but it'll be nice. Let's go ahead and grab what we can while we're here. Affluence is always nice. To get as many levels as possible. Okay, we're good. We out. Granted, not sure what's more amusing about said derby. That Alphino rides a carbuncle, that Kral rides a fat cat, that Tataru rides a fat chocobo, or that one of the hurdles is Godbert Manderville. That does not surprise me in the slightest. All of that is kind of equally amusing, except for Godbert being one of the hurdles. That's so freaking... That's such a Manderville move. It's so ridiculously idiotic, but at the same time, it's so on brand. Can't even argue with it. Hey, Palm of Steel. Always nice to get those early. Hello. Oh, I didn't even see the treasure over here. Nice. Ooh! Another Palm of Steel. Always nice. Yeah, quick hydration check, everybody. Oh, crap. Hi. Gabo, how are you? Please cease. Thank you. Yeah, I know I don't need the extra smack, but... Still gonna attack you. Yes, he does the giant hammer limit break. Of course he does. Of course he does. I would be disappointed otherwise. Thought that said loot goblin if only. Yeah. I mean. Yeah. Bruh. We're off to a fantastic start. Sort of, kind of, maybe, perhaps. Oh boy. Alright, Palm Bewitching. That's always nice. This is closer. Let's go this way. Sight. There you go. Ooh, crap. Hi. You're hiding around corner to say boo. Let me know if anyone gets that reference. It's probably not enough to actually get a reference out of, but you know what I mean. Now we gotta actually motor. Oh right, I have Peloton, I forgot. That's always nice. Ooh, what's this? Hello? Good friendo. How are you today? Fortune. Sick. We leave! Oh yeah, I kind of mentioned it in the Discord a little bit, but I might as well say it here if anyone missed that conversation. I'm probably going to be getting a 3D printer fairly soon. And I'm immediately going to be using that to essentially crank out entire frickin' cavalcades of wargaming miniatures. Because that seems to be like the focus of my hyperfixation at the moment. And yeah, I'm seriously considering doing a either a few videos on tabletop stuff, because like the reason that I haven't really done a lot of tabletop stuff, like live play specifically, that kind of shenanigans, is because I don't have a physical medium for them. And I feel like that's a big part of what makes like, you know, the showmanship of it actually pop. Yeah. The conversation was hilarious, actually. I was talking to my dad, and I mentioned to him that I was kind of looking at 3D printers. He was like, well, yeah, like, you gonna actually stick with it and get one this time? And I'm like, what the fuck? Dude, what do you mean? He's like, well, man, maybe I want a 3D printer, too. Okay, you're gonna be using it, too? I'm like, yeah. I'll use it, too. Use it specifically so I can claim it as a tax deductible on my business. Yeah, apparently he's kind of interested in it as well. So, as I understand it at the moment, he is essentially just going to tell me, okay, pick the 3D printer that you want that'll do the most stuff. And this is all under the condition that I learn how to use Blender to model our own tools should we need them. I'm garbage at Blender. I'm terrible at anything artistic or engineering-like, but I'll give it a fair shake if it means I can get a friggin' 3D printer. The intro's going pretty good, but I think this is like every ranged class in the early game. So I'm trying not to make assumptions. Oh, 6. We continue. You know, thinking about it, I might stream this for a few hours. And then once I get to that point with this, I might fire up something else. Like take a break on the stream and then bring it back with another game. Because I've been playing a lot of Age of Wonders, and that game is amazing. Yeah. Big gun. Now I'm kind of like in all kinds of places at once right now, as usual. Got standard step. That's the good stuff, man. It's easy to forget that has a massive range, and I'm trying to remember so I don't make a fool of myself. What's that? Oh, I didn't actually get it. Pomander of Affluence, fair enough. No! I don't like that. Can't put a pre-order deposit for a limited edition run of Scale Luna Warrior Light models from the award. Hitting me with the whole presentation. No, honestly, actually, now that I think about it, if I could somehow, because like I have no illusions that I will personally be able to model Luna in anything. I am not that good. But if I could somehow get like a scale model of Luna, I would use her as my like commander in every game. Well, maybe not every game. I would probably make my Ghosty Boy as well. Like if I had that kind of talent, hell yeah. Nah, dude, if I could model Luna, bruh. Heck yeah, I'd sell. I'd make a few for myself. I'd sell a bunch. We'd all have a good time. How hard that hits. Yeah, no, I haven't really thought too hard about merch because the channel's kind of slowed down lately. But, dude, you know, I'm not that good yet. I'm hesitant to say yet, because like I've tried to learn various softwares, and I always get to the point where I just like cannot force myself to care about them. Just I lose motivation entirely, then it becomes literal torture. So like I don't want to give false hope. But if I could get to the point where I'm modeling like my own, if I could get to the point where I know Blender well enough that I could model my own STLs, oh my god, I will crank out so many. Like, dude, you don't understand. I have never been able to create something that I can use every day. I have never had any skill that qualifies under that. If I could get to the point where I can like actually make my own miniatures, dude, you will see a new war game or skirmish war game or something crop up within the year, and I will be all over it. Run that 3D printer into the ground. Damage that does. This music always reminds me of the SCP Foundation rundowns. I feel like this is usually the background music or something similar to it. Gets me every time. Just grabbing a little extra jazz. Oh yeah, we're on floor 9. Nice. so we got a full set, and away we go. Damn, you're making me want to, like, go poke at Blender to see if it's as bad as I remember, and I know it is. This is like, my brain does not work the same way that a lot of other people's does. And that will endlessly bother me. It's like, I can see these really cool designs in my head, but putting them on paper, absolutely impossible. Completely unrealistic, will never happen. It's the same thing with art. Like, I cannot draw to save my freaking life. So I've just got to kind of, like, deal with what I got. I can write fairly well. I can tell a decent story. Don't ask me to illustrate anything from it. Bang. Granted, I've also got a feeling that if you did get good, you'd also make a scale model of Hildebrand stuck in the ground and Godbird as a commander unit. If I were to implement anything like that, it would indeed be Hildy and Godbert, but it would instead be Godbert wielding Hildy as a sword in one hand, with, of course, Hildy T-posing, and then his giant F-off hammer in the other hand. That's the only way I would do that. I really want to try that now. Like, I legitimately have an urge to go and fiddle with Blender. I don't have it on my computer, so I'd have to download it, but then, like... maybe I'll make, like... I've been putting together the idea of making a completely separate channel for tabletop stuff, just so the algorithm doesn't kill me every time I try. And, yeah, doing something like that. If I was modeling my own STLs, bro, I feel like that would blow up, but I'd have to be actually good at it. And I am not. Intuition at this moment. Also, Julian with her giant frying pan as a hero unit. That would probably be a separate leader. It'd be kind of like, if you ever played Total War Warhammer, it'd be like Vlad and Isabella. Whichever one you don't choose... I'm very glad I didn't start that fight yet. It's like, whichever one you don't choose is the hero, but they're both equally ridiculous, especially if you put them in the same squad. Hello, goodbye. Oh, crap! I didn't mean to do that, but I'll take it. Free accursed horde, I ain't complaining. Bang. This is going well. This is going pretty well. I am happy at this moment. Concerned, but I'm happy. Hydration check, by the way. If you haven't had water recently, get some. It's good for you. I really need to stop poking those so early, because one day that's going to be a mimic. Actually, I don't need to worry about mimics, because I have Energex for, yeah, head graze, interrupt, if you will. Why are you pinging at me? It's rude. Dude, I would like to do more damage. You are in the way of that. Sorry, that is not the button I wanted to push. There we go. That was the correct button. You gotta be thinking about all the models that I would make if I had any skill whatsoever with Blender. Dude! It's like, the idea of getting a 3D printer, I was legitimately thinking, like, okay, I'm just gonna subscribe to the One Page Rules Patreon, because those guys make really cool units, and they're really easy to make. They're really easy to just throw in your printer and be done. And then I won't have to worry about it too much. I won't have to stress over it. Now I'm sitting here, because y'all have gotten me going. Now I'm sitting here like, oh, if I could make my own stuff, I can make literally anything I want. The best part is I wouldn't even have to color it. I'll just have to paint it afterwards. Did I check this already? I did. It's a site. Why didn't I do that? I was about to say, let's play the game. How close did Devious come to death? Answer, very. Freaking very. You're there. I don't like that. Please be gone. Thank you. Oh, okay, that went out. It's frustrating. How did I not hit that the first time through? Where, if anyone made downloadable blueprints to 3D print a Varuna figure. Oh, you mean Varuna like from Warframe? At this point, probably. Oh, dude, imagine playing a game like Warhammer Kill Team and just setting out a bunch of freaking Warframe models. Dude, that would be terrifying. Or heck, what? Here's a question. Why don't we have a war game built around Warframe? Because I feel like that would be a really cool idea, you know, like, because the Grineer could be the brutalist Rush faction, the Corpus could be the techie boys, I mean, the Infestation is your default Flood boys, and or Tyranids, and or Zerg. And then you have the Tenno, which are more or less pretty much freaking Custodes level, single target crazy. That works out surprisingly well. I don't know how I feel about this information. I am Toad. Frame commander leading an army of Grineer, and one of the hero units is Clem, the other is Cal. That would be great. That would be fantastic. I would play the crap out of that. Assuming I had the models and didn't have to spend 10 years learning them. Because honestly, that's what's keeping me out of Warhammer at the moment. Is the fact that everything is so dang complex. Like I understand the need for the complexity, but at this point it's just like, there's so much that I don't even want to try with. Especially considering how much money I'm going to have to crank into it to get anywhere. Steel... What is this? It's a silver. I do not want silver. Pardon me. Apparently, I am tired. We can get a couple of Necromech units in artillery too. Yeah, man. Heck yeah. You know, there's a funny story. There actually is a tabletop game designed from Warframe. Or it's inspired by Warframe, heavy air quotes, but I'm going to be honest, the guy that made it pretty much just ripped all of the stuff from Warframe and made it work in a tabletop format. DE got after him because, well, kind of obvious reasons. He was selling it, is the thing. Like, you can still get the stuff, it's free now. I think it's just called Frame. But, it was interesting. I don't necessarily agree with the guy's design philosophy, but that's a completely different conversation. This is the same gentleman who designed Nova and the Lumen system. And the whole point of the Lumen system is to be extremely fast and extremely player favorable. So basically every single game you play with Lumen is going to be a power trip of some kind. And that's the idea. But this guy also made like a similar system for Destiny that's just called Beacon, I think. It's either Beacon or Light, one of the two. be on the dude's side, except he was extremely petty about all of this. And smack talks the Warframe devs every chance he gets. Like, legitimately, no cap, this guy is vicious with Warframe devs. And it's to the point where I'm thinking, like, dude, I get it. It was a little bit of a dick move for them to completely nix the project. But at the same time, I don't know if you actually asked for permission to do that, so I don't know the legality of it. And then the flip side to that is also, I'm just not the biggest fan of his games, so like, yeah. I need to start talking about that. One day it's gonna get around to the guy that I'm talking smack about his system, and then he's gonna come over here and start trashing on me. Nah, I don't think he'd do that. It's honestly just a one issue with the Warframe devs, but I don't know. I've been ranting for a while now. Sorry about that. I assume at this point that you guys are here for the ranting. Like, what other reason would you be here? Real talk. What do I offer besides entertaining rants? It's got me thinking, though. Imagine, if you will, a Warframe sponsored, like an actually Warframe licensed and backed tabletop game. I feel like that would be really good. To be fair, if anyone came around and talked smack to you in person, you'd probably feed them their own molars. Well, yeah, but that's like that's in person. No one talks smack in person because they know that they're going to catch the smoke. And that's kind of the point. Like, people want to be able to say anything and have absolutely no consequences for it. That's why they do this over the internet. To say that the gentleman that wrote the Lumen system and all this stuff is like that, but I mean, talking smack in person usually boils down to a more or less reasonable conversation for anyone involved who is not a sociopath. Or an entitled nutjob. Either of those two. I mean, the guy seems pretty okay. It's just that one thing. Kind of like with me hating on all religion. That kind of gets on people's nerves sometimes. That's why I sort of pump the brakes on and just like, calm it down. It'll be okay. But hey, different people, different experiences. Now for the big question. The question was, but apparently the wood remembers. So, can the wood educate me on what the question was? I legitimately just had a brain dump. Alright, I'm thinking let's just leave. I don't feel like being here anymore. Issue with that frame game is if D didn't go after them, they could lose their copyright. Yep. I don't think that was like on the guy's mind, but I guarantee somebody would have gone after that. I'm surprised somebody hasn't gone after the Beacon version. Because like that is straight up just Destiny, but with the answers changed a little so the teacher doesn't realize it copied your own work. Not to say that any of these games are bad, by the way, but yeah, it's pretty obvious where the quote-unquote inspiration came from, is all I'm trying to say. This is going fairly well. Hard for this treasure room. There's probably barely anything in here. I should be doing this as well. Mine. There we go. Continue the smackings, good lord. I'll say this though, my interaction with the Lumen system has been very enlightening. Because it's one of those systems where, like, you see it, and if you have any sort of game design urges in your soul, you immediately go, in my opinion, at least I did, but kind of immediately went, I could do this but better. So then I started like, okay, what do I like about tabletop games? What do I dislike? And I realized, it was at that point that I kind of realized that, damn, D&D does not do a lot of what I want it to. Planted the seeds. Actually, no, they were already there. God, I'm so done with D&D. I tried to sell all of my D&D books to get into 40k, but no one is buying D&D books secondhand nowadays, even though mine are in great condition. So it's just like, I brought them to the guy who works at this game shop, and he was like, man, I really can't give you too much for any of these. Except for like one or two that people still kind of buy and like, but like we can't even move our base. We can't even move our normal stuff. So yeah, I ended up trading in my fancy version of Eberron, based on no, not based on. I ended up trading my fancy version of Eberron because I got the collector's edition when it first dropped. And I ended up trading it for Fate Core, which I have been reading. It seems pretty chill. And I'm actually glad I did because the Fate books have really good character building stuff in them, which is really cool. To be fair, that werewolf base frame was still pretty cool. Yeah, I know. I know. That was like, I think we kind of, well, we didn't actually. I was gonna say we kind of inadvertently built Arena, but the abilities are completely different. The style of the frame, though, that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, no, that was really nice, and I love doing that. So like, if I could make my own game, and I yet still might. But if I could make my own game, I would totally make it to where there are no classes, but you had, I don't know, I guess suits of power armor, kind of like that. That would give you some abilities to augment your own. Which I really like the idea. Boy, I could build a bunch of kind of half classes, have fun with the process, and not worry too terribly much about balance, because, you know, if it's doing too much of something, you just adjust that something down a little bit. Of course I had a luring trap. Of course. Why not? There's 3 of them. Why? I'll do this for a hot second. Sure would be nice if I wouldn't miss every other attack. That's frustrating. Sir and or madam. Thank you, goodbye. Can't describe how much I would love to leave. Still's about to be frustrated. What's up, Clyde? How you doing? Good to be Mimic. Thank you. At work at the moment, but you shall be in my pocket. Heck yes! Pocket content. Best way. Speaking of games with classes and half classes, Why plans on playing the upcoming Final Fantasy 16? Yeah, maybe. Hard maybe. It depends on how good it's implemented on PC and if I have money for it at the time, which I have a feeling isn't going to be a problem if I mention wanting to play it at all within earshot of anyone in my crew. Because I know how you psychopaths work. So, like, depending on how it's implemented on PC, I may give it a try. But I am, I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to, like, control schemes and just general PC porting. That kind of stuff. Dude, you picked a bad time to go on patrol. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You ain't safe, Chief. Doing well, got Tears of the Kingdom, but I had to leave for work when it came in. That sucks, man, but I guarantee that's going to be the best play session when you get home. It's always when you have to wait that make for the better sessions. Like, you just get there and nothing else matters. This is life for a while. Very pure experience. Fortune. There's a bunch of these. They keep the porting in-house. Some of the recent FF ports have been questionable a bit. Yeah, that's why I said that, because Final Fantasy 15 was borderline unplayable for me. I don't know if it was like the control scheme or just the feel of the game, but I couldn't do it. I could not do it. It felt awful. And I don't even know how to describe why. Trying not to fight literally the entire dungeon, but I'm starting to see that that's not possible. There we go. Hello. Hello, friend. Okay, we're gonna do this. And, I said we're gonna do this. Sorry, did that just not do damage to you? Supposed to do quite a bit of damage to you. Safety, we like that. I don't necessarily need to kill this guy, but I'm going to. I know I customized the controls, keyboard and mouse controls clicked with me. 7 Remake has garbage when it comes to graphics options. Yeah, that kind of runs along with what I heard. 7 Remake I never got into, just never thought to buy it, and I guarantee if I did, it would basically just sit and get of whatsoever. '15 was kind of the same way, because like I got 15. I don't remember if someone gifted it to me or not. I think somebody did. And I played it for a little bit, and like, dude, I barely got to the big drop in the early game, and I was just like, no, I don't want to do this. Do not want to do this anymore. It's painful. Pop this early because I know his stuff is painful. As thusly demonstrated. I could have sworn I popped a potion. Thought this was America. Come on, where the boys? There you is. There the boys! Hey, my boys. chunko damage there. Ah, my giblets. Not doing a whole lot of damage, but thankfully this boss is pretty easy with a range. I really need to try Red Mage in here again. I feel like I have never given Red Mage a decent shake. See your comments? Give me one moment. I'll be right back on. And here we go. How did that not kill him? Thank you, damn. Joy. There's a Final Fantasy that needs a remake, or that deserves a remake. It's 15. That game spent way too much time in development hell. Yeah, so I've heard. Can I have the urge to send you a PlayStation or Xbox controller that you can plug into your PC? I have a controller. It's a Steam controller, so it's a little bit awkward, but I'm used to it now. I honestly just don't like controller. It does not jive with my fingers very well. Which is weird because I started out as a console baby. And I was very good at like Halo and Call of Duty with a controller. Because shooters were my thing. But once I got into PC gaming and I was playing it for quite a while, I think it was PlanetSide 2 that eventually broke me on that, because at some point I jumped back onto an Xbox or something, and I was playing with one of my friends and he was like, dude, you are trash, and I'm sitting there struggling to breathe like, yep, nope, these are their Steam controllers are just plain garbage most of the time. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It works. It's just the whole touchpad thing is a little strange. I would much prefer buttons and an analog stick. Ergonomically, it's not bad, though. Like, it fits in my hand pretty well. Maybe I'm just used to it. Should have the Switch Pro controller. Only issue is button mapping at times. Yeah. Personally, I'm still a big fan of the Xbox designs. Just because, like, I have absolutely freaking gargantuan hands. So the bigger Xbox controllers fit my hands a lot better. It locks in better for me, for whatever reason. Which I guess is why I'm kind of okay with the Steam controller, because it reminds me of the Xbox shape a little bit. But to be fair, the only games that I've used the Steam controller on have been Monster Hunter of any description that I've ever played, and Elden Ring. And we all know how I feel about Elden Ring. I may go back at some point. Not soon. That is a game that needs some time to cook in the back of my mind for a while. But to be fair, I did do probably the single stupidest thing that I possibly could have. But hey. Details. Ugh. Excuse me. Alright. 21 to 30. Let's go. Oh, that was steel. Heck yes! I would love steel. Thank you very kindly. Pallas Adamantoids. How are you this fine day, sir? Whoop. Is there? Prank him, John. Might be biased, but I love the PS5 controller, especially the haptic feedback function, particularly in shooters where you can feel the resistance. That is pretty cool, but I've never experienced that. It's like I got out of. I think my last console that I owned was a PS3. Or maybe it was a PS4. I don't know. It was whichever one that No Man's Sky came on. So I'm pretty sure it was like a... Maybe it was a PS4. I don't know. And that I bought off of someone while I was staying at Huachuca. Then I came back, I was like, I'm never using this thing, so I sold it to a friend. PS4? Okay, yeah. So it was a PS4. And before that, it was an Xbox 360. It was the last console that I actually bought and owned. The glory days of Halo. Yeah, don't get me started on Halo. I hate what they've done with my series. Or don't get me started on the TV show. That was atrocious in so many ways. Stop talking now because somebody's gonna ask and it's just gonna get me worked up. Bruh. Yet another steal, I'll take it. So, are we having fun? Are we having fun yet? I'm having a pretty decent time. I might actually take a break here in a minute and go to Eureka again. Because I've only got the one piece of... whatchamaticket, of the elemental gear. And I'm talking about old Eureka, not Eureka Orthos. Yeah, like, thinking about it, I've only got the one piece of the elemental gear, so I kinda need to go back there, finish off my set. Either that or start on other ones. Because I would really like the Eureka gear for all classes, just to be able to flex. If I really wanted to flex, I would throw on the +2 Eureka gear. Because you don't need the +2 to be shiny, you only need the +1. +2 is where you really get into the flexing area. Found our exit. Not gonna lie, Microsoft has a very stupid naming convention for their Xbox models. You're not wrong. Not saying that because I prefer PlayStation. I own an Xbox, Switch, and a Steam Deck too. I've been debating getting a Steam Deck. Like, I see it every now and then on Steam. And I'm just like, eh. Would I really use it is the question, and I think the answer is not really. Because, like, if I'm playing video games, I'm probably just sitting in my room anyway, which is where my computer is. So there's no point. Strength, we like that. People will check you. You want to be showing off? Exactly. It's like, it's not about the look, which is, the look is fire. Don't get me wrong. The look ain't nothing to sneeze at. You have a choice. You can turn around and die, or you can stand there and pretend not to see me. Yeah, like, the look is fire because shiny is good, but it's the flex. Like, I don't want the Necromancer title because I want to be called the Necromancer. I want the Necromancer title because it's such a flex to have the Necromancer title. explore. Frickin' Reflect Dragon's making me all nervous. Oh boy. That's like why I want the current Savage Raid gear dyed pearl white. Because only the Savage set is dyeable. That is a fair point. I'm seriously debating if I'll ever get into Savage at this point. But honestly, every time I think about it, it's just like, I could, but I could be doing a lot of other stuff with my time. Anything else entirely, or start on PvP? Because reasons. Why am I like this? I don't know. Nobody knows, but we're here now. Hello? You're one of them. Please do not. Thank you. I don't want to explore anymore. I want to be done. I want to get through this. So we just keep do whatever's fun. 14 isn't a gear grinding game. I'm doing it for the shiny. Exactly. Because like, if I felt that I needed to do the Savage tier, I would probably make an attempt to force it, absolutely hate my experience, and then most likely quit the game entirely. The reason 14 does so well, especially with the casual community, is because there is not a requirement to do all of that stuff. This is like you said, you could play the game however the hell you want. And it is all equally valid. That is a very beautiful and delicate balance that a lot of people don't understand. Cough, cough, World of Warcraft. These things hit like freight trains, I don't like them. To be fair, you also haven't done the... Oh, right, the Alliance... I keep forgetting about that. Fair enough. Yeah, I completely forgot about that one as well. That's on my list. I said the next time I would be streaming Final Fantasy XIV, I would do that. I did not mean to lie to you guys. I genuinely forgot. That's on me. Heavy my bad. Damn it. And today would have been a good day to do it too, because I'm actually feeling pretty up for streaming, but I do feel like if I started it now, I would run out of steam by the time we get to the good parts. So I don't want to immediately divert. Do need to start streaming more though. Actually starting to lose subscribers. That was a little spoopy. So that you could do after you come back from your break if you feel like it. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to not be on break anymore. And once 6.4 drops, obviously I'm going to get in on that. Items unavailable and gloom. Why? Oh yeah, and you give me a steal. And you give me a strength, neither of which I can use. Screwing with me now. This. I do not like this. Anyway. Just out of curiosity, are there any other games that y'all are playing? Because, like I said, I have been eyebrow deep in Age of Wonders 4. That's been pretty good, and I'm probably going to get sucked into Core Keeper fairly soon. Because that game looks quite solid. But aside from that, I don't know. What's been going on? I've been kind of feeling the strategy itch lately again. It's something that does happen on occasion. Can I leave, please? Also, generally, I have kind of been looking towards shooters as well. Funnily enough, I was looking at Silica, which is a pretty spicy-looking game. But it also performed very poorly when I tried it the first time. On flight, that's always nice. Oh, crap. What's up, Kalar? Just a quick stop by to say hi. I was into After Image and Metroidvania and The Last Spell. Ooh. Yeah, I'm familiar with the Last Spell, actually. I was kind of looking at it. I didn't have the money to pick it up, but it's been sitting in my wish list for a while now. The only reason I haven't bought it is because I genuinely don't think that I could make decent videos off of it, and I'm having to sort of ration my my spending at the moment. Oh, goddammit, Kalar, no. I already have way too much on my plate. There is no way in hell I can fit that in. Like, I'm already thinking up ways to do Age of Wonders content. I've got a bunch of Final Fantasy crap that I need to finish. I also, like, mentioned it earlier, I just picked up Core Keeper. That's going to eat a lot of my time. There is no way that I'm going to get basically any value back out of The Last Spell. It looks like a cool game. Kalar, you're the reason my list of shame is so damn big. Preemptive thank you. God damn it. Catch up here. Now I'm prepping a stream out. That's 16 and Armored Core 6. Armored Core 6 does look pretty cool. Never really been my type of game, but I'll probably be giving it a look. Daily grinding Warframe and Moogle Tomestones. Yeah. I've dipped toes into Code Vein Darkest Dungeon as part of a bet in Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions. Interesting. To get into... I've been seeing TOTK a lot lately, and I had no idea what it meant. Then I saw somebody, like, one of the streamers I follow was playing it, or was doing, like, a waiting stream. I think it was Meiji, actually. And I was like, oh, that's what everyone's been talking about. No wonder. Immediately clicked off and went and did something else. Because Legend of Zelda is not my type of game. One of those types of games, like, I respect it, not for me. What because it's on sale now, and I likely won't be when we get time. It's not really when I get time, it's like when I get money. I may or may not have burned the last $10 in my account to get Core Keeper that is also on sale. But thank you, Kalar. Like, really. You are way too generous to me, and if I could do something to return all the generosity, I would. Unfortunately, I am basically devoid of any reasonable skills to do so. No. I've mentioned that I'm getting a 3D printer fairly soon, and the condition of my dad paying basically for it is that I learn Blender and start making my own stuff with it. Oh, that was bad. That was very bad. Oh, Lord. Oh, heavens. Oh, dear. This is awkward. Some general friend, I made a bad hobby out of just helping people out. Enough. But still, like, If I get to the point where I'm actually cranking out cool looking stuff with Blender and can get them into STLs, I'm gonna start sending stuff to people in the crew. You can bet I'm about to throw stuff everywhere. Give all of my friends useless miniatures that they'll never have a use for. Why? Because screw it, it's funny. Pick this up. Intuition, do not need. Sound of Shantae Hefty Hero. I don't know what about that one, never played it. I'm gonna do a Kalar thing, give you references. Like, dude, I genuinely, at this moment, I wouldn't be able to make a polygon cup in Blender. So, that's quite a ways off, but if I do get to that point, if I do ever get to that point, you will definitely be on the list of people to throw stuff at. Devoid of reasonable skill. Headache is reaching critical mass and yeah, man, go lay down. Go lay down. By all means, do not let me keep you. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you so much for the gift. That's... I was debating whether or not to play something else after this. Hell, I might go play that after this. Maybe. Or hell, I might actually just do videos on it. Like, I know they won't get too many views, but you know what? Screw it. Go ahead, hit me with a chirp. There's sleep. Wake me up. Thank you. Goodbye. Dang, squishy. Devoid of reasonable skills, are you saying your gift of gab and propensity for creating entertaining videos and streams doesn't count? I genuinely don't think that my streams are high effort enough. Later. See you, man. I hope your headache gets better. Like, I do feel like that the videos and streams that I put out, because the videos are legitimately just me chopping up stuff. I don't do any real editing on them, I just cut them. And then it kind of feels like it's low effort content. So it doesn't feel like I've done much. I suppose it's probably just imposter syndrome kicking in, but hey. That's standard for anyone creative. It's a good streaming game, honestly. It has a lot of randomness to it. Yeah, that's a fair point. Maybe I'll do that later. Maybe I'll do a stream. Maybe I'll kick around a little bit on it. Actually, if I had streamed something else today, it's probably going to be Age of Wonders, because that game is so many shades of ridiculous, and I love all of them. I cannot for the life of me find a build in Age of Wonders 4 that I actually enjoy, though. Like, I have been fighting like a demon to try and figure out what my build is. Or like what my favorite quote-unquote pick is. And I haven't been able to figure it out. Because like I want a tough army that has decent striking power and isn't too big on the magic. Like that's my oh, it's up there. I was like, there's a treasure chest in here and I don't see it, and that is not good. Actually, I should focus on these. This might be a problem. Instant sleep, instant wake. I should probably be a little bit more careful. I should probably be single targeting, but I don't necessarily feel the urge. I don't feel that much in danger here. Yeah, we're good. There we go. On our flight. That was worth it. Okay, what was I talking about? Because I got completely distracted by that. It threw me off bad. Sink. Okay, I'm yawning for some reason. Let me get some coffee. Coffee without honey. Awful. You know what? Sure. I don't like you guys existing anyway. Running around and sleeping me at every opportunity. Ah, case in point. You're saying something about not being able to find a building. Oh yeah, Age of Wonders. Sorry, I got so distracted by that. Yeah. So with Age of Wonders, how you build your faction, because there's a lot of options to build a faction. I like to have really chunky infantry and fairly decent cavalry. Like the whole, the hammer and anvil strategy is very much my kind of thing. So I like to have really good heavy infantry and pretty decent mobile cavalry. That's my thing. Problem is, there's not really a combination of that in the game in any of the cultures that you can play, which the cultures determine which units you can make. So I'm currently trying to make the industrial culture work, and the industrial culture is very dwarven. So there's no cav. There's no cav at all, but they have really good shield units. And I'm thinking, okay, if there's no cav but there's really good shield units, maybe I can get some supplemental units that I could throw in. But all of the shock units that you find are garbage. You blow a light wind at them and they vaporize. Oh, hey, Nanny, what's up? But anyway, yeah, I'm having issues figuring out exactly which faction that I like, or which culture. Because industrial is very slow but chunky. Feudal probably has what I want, but I don't like the other bonuses for it. Because like feudal bases itself off of order affinity, which is just a tree that I don't like going down. And the affinity is kind of like your research tree as you get spells and stuff with them. But then flip that around and like what else can I grab? And the one that I'm kind of magnetizing on at this point is the shadow affinity, which is all about sort of kind of stealthy, really heavy hitting units. Like your base infantry in a lot of these cultures is usually some iteration of either spear or shield or maybe greatsword if you have a really aggressive faction. So come on, Brian. So like the Shadow faction has really good, really hard-hitting infantry and really good cavalry, but it's not nearly as survivable as the Shield Boys. So ideally, I could combine them, but that's not really an option unless I, speed take over another faction. I have a question about something Discord related. Should I ask Ara or DMU? I mean, it kind of depends on what it is, but if you want to DM me real quick, I can take care of it. I think Ara's hanging out with Miles. I don't want to disturb her. DM's always open, though. And honestly, if it's Like, unless it's something kind of big or really controversial or something like that, then, like, usually you can go to the mods with that. Oh, yeah. I am willing to hear your grievance, sir. This off and bang! Okay. Maybe just type, how do I turn this on in the chat box? Need some rock throwing Kari. It's like in Age of Empire. That's ridiculous. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing that for the first time and thinking there's no way that's just vanilla in the game. Ridiculous. In the best way. Why did they take cheat codes out of games, by the way? Like, I know a lot of them are online only nowadays, but still, like... Dude, I miss the days in, like, when you were playing StarCraft and you just get fed up with something, go, screw you, power overwhelming. Suddenly all of your units are immortal. You gotta, like, blow up your own Marines with siege tanks in order to actually get new units on the field. Yeah, I was one of them kids. Alright, well, if we're doing this, then we're doing this. I get a feeling I'm not completing that standard stuff as it needs. Go ahead. Because I found out they can help people with microtransactions. That is entirely fair. That is a fair question. Corpse being greedy. Why, never. I know, right? We haven't really had much of a problem with that, actually. I do know... For context, and he's asking about, posting something with mods. Generally... I mean, like, as long as you're not advertising for the mod, I don't think anyone really cares in this server. Because I know for a fact that a number of the crew also use, like, visual mods. So, yeah, it should be fine. It's like, as long as you're not focusing on the whole, this is a mod. Infinite ammo and older GTA and go ham on constant military. Yeah. Now, I used to have the weapon packs for the, I think it was GTA Vice City, maybe? Or San Andreas, one of those two. I had the codes for the weapon packs downloaded. I just said downloaded, didn't I? I meant, like, memorized. Because I played with them so often. And I didn't want to run around and get my own weapons, so I was like, screw it. Just pop in, get a weapon pack set up, and frickin' send it. Cause havoc. So I'm not going to advertise anything, just posting. Yeah, that's fine. That is totally fine. Just be prepared for the inevitable question of, yo, how did you do that? Like, I'm very, like, personally, I'm very neutral on the mod situation. Like, I don't use mods because I do YouTube stuff a lot. And I don't want to get into the situation where, like, somebody goes screaming to Square Enix about how, oh my god, this person's using mods because I say something that's mildly offensive one day. So that's a bit of a concern, which is why I don't personally do it. But I'm not gonna try and dictate what everyone else does with their hard drive space. Oh, by the way, here's a little. It's not really mod related, but it's something a little strange. To this day, and it's been a long time now that this has been a problem. I have not been able to. Oh, you're actually going to. I have not been able to play Minecraft for months, if not like over a year. And the reason is simply I try and boot it up on either of my computers, and it says something along the lines of like incorrect version detected or something. And I haven't been able to figure it out. Like I've updated my my Minecraft account. It's been migrated. It's I've done everything that I should. So I don't know why it is such an issue that I cannot play. It's freaking frustrating is what it is. Because, like, I don't even want to play normal Minecraft. I just, like, dude, I want to get back on Skyblock. Incorrect version of Java? Is that a thing? Like, I thought it auto-updated. I thought Java auto-updated. Or is that not a thing? Is that actually the problem? Do I need to update my Java? Because if that's the problem, that's freaking stupid. I thought that auto-updated. Frustrate. What is this? This wasn't here a minute ago. Safety! We like that. Okay, long post in a sec. Oh, boy. Well, thanks for the heads up. Hey, Devious, why did Warframe Saren bring her horse just in case? Wait? I think I'm missing some context on that one. Well, by the way, do you play MTG much? I heard you saying full send a lot, which is apparently a thing. That might actually be where I got it. But actually, no, that's not where I got it. Full send is, it's more of like a military term kind of thing. Because in the military, you don't... There are certain things that you just do not say. Because those things are code for something else. Like, case in point, if you're ever on the radio, you will never, ever hear an active military member or a former military member say something along the lines of repeat or repeat that. You will always hear them say, and they will be very careful in enunciating it, say again. That's why I say it. I always say again. So the reason for that is you say repeat on a military radio line, you just called for artillery to send whatever their last fire solution was again. You're basically, repeat is artillery's code for good fire, do it again. Which is why you never hear anyone in the military utter the word repeat. But it's the same thing like with send it or full send. So, ooh, ah! That would have been the Serenity that saved me, bet. But like, send it is, like if someone's... It's actually not a lot of situations. I think it's more of like a sniper thing. Because like when you have a spotter and a shooter, the spotter will not ever tell their shooter to fire. Or to shoot, or to pull the trigger, whatever. They do not tell them when to fire. They will say, send it. Which is their kind of fast hand for all the numbers check out. You got a clear shot as far as I can tell. You have fire authority. Send it whenever viable. And I think that's kind of where it originates from. So like, maybe it's something like that, I don't know, but that's where I got it from. Now, when I play Magic, which I do play Magic, and I have, funnily enough, I played it quite a bit in the military, when I was in the Army. I do see the walls of text in it. I'll get to that in a second. It's just kind of on a bit of a thing here. So what I used to say when I was playing Magic was it was not send it or full send. It would be swing out, which I guess is like an older form of that, maybe. Like whenever somebody would say like, okay, they would never tell me like, okay, attacking with these two and then tap whichever ones they're attacking. No. It would be swinging with these three or whatever. Or if I'm attacking with everything, I would say swinging out or swinging for the fences, something like that. I don't know where the baseball thing came from, but you know. Yeah, that was a complete tangent that I didn't need to go on, but hey, there's a little context. Kaith is the Deviri horse. I have not played Deviri yet. So fair enough. I missed the context. There's different versions of Java. Older Minecraft uses like Java 8 or 10 or 12, etc. Each version of Minecraft is using a very specific version of Java. Make sure you have the correct one installed. Okay. If you have Java 16 or something fully updated, if the Minecraft version uses Java 12, it won't work. Got it. Okay, so... Let me see. Yeah, I think I have Java 8. Which would explain it. If that's what it is. Which is entirely possible that's what it is. Yeah, it's 8. Okay, so current Minecraft is Java... What version of Java is it using? Because I'll download that shit right now. Because I genuinely want to get back to playing Minecraft. It's been such a frustrating thing that every time I fire it up, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's it's impossible to tell. So let's see. Version of Java does Minecraft. Ooze. Java 8 is required. Okay, so that was the last version. Java 17 is required in Minecraft version 1.18 and up. Okay. Huh. All right, so let's do Java 17 download. Hopefully this works. I know my time's ticking down. It's not that bad. Gotta hope this works. Ugh. Okay, I don't know about that. I have to fiddle with this later. Close enough. Yeah, I just googled it. Apparently, it is Java 17. Which thank you for that, because that is going to save me so much crap. I really need to figure out how to actually download the proper one, so I will do that later. But for now, sure it won't take 20 minutes to install Java. Yeah, I'm not gonna install it right now, just because I want to make sure I get the proper one, and I want to make sure the other one's gone, etc. Remember when people playing MTG used to say damage on the stack? I don't, but I think I understand the term. Alright, let's go ahead and get this on. This guy's going to be annoying, I can already tell. Yeah. Yeah, this guy hits really hard. Which is annoying. But it's okay. There's 2. No, I'm down to my 200th sus potion. Oh no. There we go. Slowed? Oh, I'm good. Now the big question, can I get away with just running around and not use any more of my sus potions? Because that would be funny. Probably not. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. God, it's gonna be so nice to be able to play Minecraft again. 'Cause I occasionally get urges to just play games at random. Never know what they are until I have the urge to play them. But Minecraft's always one of those that's kind of like in the background, like in the back of my head. I was like, yeah, this is a good game. Hey, apparently my dad's on already. Interesting. Yeah, there it is. But it would be nice to have the old backup there. Besa. Okay, we're good. So yeah, I'm gonna have to be a little bit more quiet. I actually have to go talk to him here in a minute. But anyway. Yeah. Minecraft has always been one of those games where, like, I never know when I want to fire it up, but when I do, it's just like, yeah, let's throw on Minecraft, start a new world, piddle around for a couple of hours. And I've never had that that one Minecraft world that I always come back to. That's never been something for me. It's like I always start a new one. So it's not quite the same as some people who I very much envy that can play on the same Minecraft world for like years. That is very foreign to me. But I envy that because like I would like to have that kind of sort of familiarity with the world, you know? There we go. Get me out of here. Already a Necro? I am not already a Necro. This is hopefully a Necromancer run. But also, hello, Trey. I don't recognize you. I'm assuming you're new here. Welcome. Okay, pause for a minute. Stretch. Get a little water. Hydration check, everybody. Lonely Explorer? Nope. I am very much babby. I've been playing at this for a while, but like I'm very inconsistent with my attempts. Got this? Yeah, I'll be right. I don't have a lot of hope for this run because I'm running Dancer. Because like, I just failed my Samurai run at 144, I think. So now I'm here, but hey, it's going good so far. Range classes in general just do better, in my experience. So, could do pretty well. Hey, where's my bin? Let me catch up on chat for a second here. Anything besides Machinist or Warrior is awful? To an extent. I just tried to move. I just tried to type on my laptop, like moving around. I was moving my mouse on here. There we go. Let's pose for a moment whilst we read. Now, I have generally found that Machinist and Warrior are pretty solid. Red Mage is usually pretty comfortable if you really know it. Generally, most range classes, I've actually found that melee DPS is kind of a sweet spot for me. I really jive with Ninja of all things in here. I don't know why, but it seems to work pretty well for me. And then Gunbreaker is my main. I generally do pretty well on tanks, but I'm a tank main, so. Anyway, let me backtrack a little bit. So you keep Java 8 just in case you want to play older Minecraft. I don't know why I would, but I see what you're saying. And just in case I want to hit mods that are not current. 17 won't work if it requires Java 8. Horrible system, but whatever. Yeah, it's a little cringe. So I'm doing a full modded Mass Effect Trilogy playthrough soon just because of nostalgia. Yeah. I've actually wanted to pick up the Legendary Edition for a little while now. Just because I've never played it all the way through, but I guarantee I will not make it all the way through. That's a lot of content. Chase and Red Mage are just the easiest. Yeah, usually. Warrior is usually pretty chill as well, just because you refuse to die. Warrior's probably going to be my next pick, actually. But the only thing about tanks is they occasionally you get into a situation where you can't do enough damage. But yeah, it's more of like that's a user problem. It's not anything to do with the system. Out of curiosity, Dave, have you touched variant dungeons since that one ill-fated run on the first day? No, and it's mainly because like if I go in again, I want to do it with a party, and I just haven't heard anyone talking about it. So kind of like the Island Sanctuary, I haven't heard much about it or talked much about it, so I just don't do much about it. Yeah, I just kind of slipped into the background there. I wonder how a Reaper POTD run would go. Reaper does very well, actually. Reaper is one of my favorites. Because, like, Reaper has such high potency, especially early on. You're pretty much one-tapping most things at your level for a while. Especially if you do a little bit of grinding in the first couple of floors. You basically zoom all the way to 50 without much issue. Then later on, the shield with combined with Bloodlust or Bloodfest or whatever it is, the one that gives you lifesteal, that makes you really tanky. Combine that with the burst damage, and it's basically, like, in my opinion, the perfect class. But Reaper also has the same issue as other melee DPS, where sometimes you just take too much damage too quickly, and you don't have a good method of just reversing that unless your cooldowns are up. So, Local man literally 2 angry to die. They made the 90 boss harder than it used to be. Don't remember which one the 90 boss is, but I don't think I personally had any issues between 1 to 100. Except for stupid stuff. It's for variant. Yeah, I haven't had a reason to go back. That's fair. Hits more than it used to? Yeah, that tracks. That makes sense. Though, to be fair, once I get up to that point, especially once I get around like the 100 mark, that's when I start to get a little bit freer with my palms. So I'm not afraid to pop a steal just in case I'm really hurting. If I remember correctly, I don't remember if it's the 90 boss or the 100 boss that you can cheese with Karibo. It might be one of those, or it might be one completely different, but usually that's what I do. Just get in there and swang and pray. But anyway, enough talking and smacking. Let's get back to this, shall we? Oh. I want to get up to at least 50 before I stop playing here. Like, I might end the stream in a little bit. I might go play another game. Maybe, maybe not. Either way, before I walk away from this right here, I do want to have level 50 under my belt. Either that or another failed run, because I'm very much not used to playing Dancer. At least I could kite with Dancer, though. I'm gonna do a half-assed run with Summoner just to level, so I don't need to use my leveling roulette on it. The sweet, sweet tomes, that's fair. Oh, the 90 tomes. Okay, yeah, that tracks. Summoner is actually pretty good. Like, in Palace, it's got some beef. Like, you can do some work with Summoner. And I am, like, contractually required to mention Meiji, the Queen of the Deep Dungeon, has cleared like every deep dungeon on freaking Arcanist, of all things. Yes, Summoner without the Jobstone. Karibo, POTD bosses play Yu-Gi-Oh. No, I'm talking about Karibo, like the, it's the... I forget what it's called. It's one of the Palmanders that turns you into, like, this angel. And it's really good against undead units. POTD is mentally exhausting. That's why Necromancer is so rare. Aurora Moon's trying to clear POTD on Conjurer. That's crazy. Props to that person, because that sounds painful. But I don't have a single clear, so you know, take a look at yourself. Resolution, right, thank you. It's the Palmander of Resolution. Turns you into an angel called a Karibo. Got to 197 last attempt. Oh, dude, you were so close. I would have been absolutely gutted. And literally anything with a jumpstone sounds like literal hell. I know. Meiji and Angelus Demonius, like, those are the two kind of big cheeses of the deep dungeon scene. Those two are insane. I don't know how they do things, but they're built different. I'm doing a Necromancer run. I don't care about intuition. I also have everything basically that you can get from the bronze room sacks anyway. Speaking of roulette, I wish I can use limited roulette solo. Can only do Crystal Tower so many times. I feel that. I feel that, bro. Ramoon was the first to clear Astro after 90 attempts. Damn. If I remember correctly, Astro is the most painful class to play in here. Either that or Black Mage, but still, that's genuinely impressive that they only took 90 attempts. Lord. Some people build different, man. Isn't that limited you to, like, level 30 abilities, nothing else? Maybe? I don't think it's, like, all level 30 abilities, but you don't get any of that special stuff. You hop out for a little... Be back in a bit. Alright, man. Appreciate you being here at all. Always a pleasure. A lot of the dungeon people thought Astro was impossible until Aurora did it. Yeah. I am not surprised. Pretty sure there's like a... Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm pretty sure there's like a mosquito or a fly something going around my room, and I was out walking earlier just to get myself moving. It was very hot, so when I came in I was drenched in sweat, took my shirt off, and I never put it back on, so can't tell if it's just like the wind catching on hairs or something, but every now and then I get this little sense of something touching me, and it's very awkward. Feels strange. Though it could just be wind on hairs, because I'm Italian and my hairs are extremely thick all over my body. Probably TMI, but hey, we don't judge here. Yeah, we do. We judge like crazy, but we laugh at it. That's it. Hey, increased action damage. More damage, always good. Can't imagine. Same. Look, don't have your job stone. You just get class abilities, and I'm pretty sure they cap it. Yeah. Entirely possible. Yeah, I think Meiji basically made it through with Arcanist purely through Ruin and Ruin 3, whatever that insta-cast one was. That's still viable, but that's what I remember her doing. Yeah, props to her. She can kite. The decision making's on point. She kites very well. I really need to stay on top of my buff more because I'm letting it drop too much, and that's just free damage. Then I'm letting go. I'm in her safety. I will take it. Hurt you, so we leave. Oh yeah, we're already level 50. That's nice. Let's continue motion. we having fun yet, guys? And said that Palace is mentally exhausting, and I'm over here like, yes, yes, it is. Now that I'm thinking about it, my brain is just, yeah, it is. Please do literally anything else. Gummit. Hey, palm of strength. That's always nice to see. Probably means that Yoshi P is about to curse something here in a moment. Heaven forbid I get a decent run without any complications whatsoever. Oh no, I have to work for it. Absolutely have to work for it. Pretty sure that's a proxy, so I'm just not even going to try and dodge it. Reason. Now we're out. Lights up went dark. Can't see the chat. Okay, there it is. Do all the floors in one go or from another planet? I know. I can only do about probably 50 to like maybe 50 to 70 in one shot if I'm really vibing and I'm like on top of my time, etc. Like case in point, this floor is going really well, or this set. But there is no way this actually holds at this pace for that long. The fact that anyone has done all of this in one blast is genuinely, like, people build different. People are superhuman. At a certain point I start getting tilted. Same. My problem is I'll get to a point where, like, I will succeed, but then I will get frustrated to the point that I know I have to log off. I was like, okay, I'll just go do something else for a while, and then I'll come back to it, fresh mind, and it'll be okay. And then when I come back, that is the single most terrifying thing, because I'll basically forget that I have a run far enough along. And at that point, I just go, well, it's been a month and a half since I've played the game at all, and about 2 months since I have played Palace of the Dead, so clearly I should just jump back onto my 140 run of Samurai, wink wink nudge nudge, that's what I was doing earlier. So yeah, start at 141 after having not played Palace for well over a month, probably more. And immediately lose the run, and it's not like it's a surprise. I knew I was losing the run, but I did it anyway, because I didn't have an open slot. God damn it. Okay, a friend's asking if I want to play Age of Wonders 4 co-op, so I may be doing that later if he's down. But genuinely, I think I have it in me to easily get Necromancer. I just gotta actually stick with it, you know? I gotta not pause and take a month and a half or 2 month break. You just need to knuckle down, get it over with. Yeah, I just need to stay on top of the standard step. Because if I do that, I get more damage, and more damage means more good, right? Inspired me, Dave. I'm doing my half-ass POTD run with Summoner now, so screw you in advance as I begin my journey, bashing my face into the brick wall of getting the Necromancer title. I wish you the best of luck, friend. Just understand that you are signing up for one of the most mentally exhausting things you can do in this game. Like, genuinely, I'm not trying to discourage you. I just want you to be forewarned. It's gonna be a fight. You cannot half-ass it. It's going to be a brawl. You might get lucky. I hope you do. But I've been trying this for over a year and I haven't gotten lucky yet. But I do play kind of, half-assedly anyway. So, just to spite you, I'm going to get the title before you. If you do, and I'm not saying you won't, I'm saying you probably will actually, but if you do, I am going to be quite upset, actually. That'll probably spur me on to get my own title even faster. Honestly, I think the biggest issue with Palace and the reason that Necromancer specifically is still such a rare title, it legitimately boils down to it's literally just, it takes so long. Like, you have to be not perfect, but you have to be good enough for, at a minimum, like 20 straight hours of gameplay. And if you screw up once, you're done. Assuming you don't have a Pomander of Raising, but that's also, like, don't screw up. Make sure you have a Pomander of Raising active. Which, case in point, I could have hit a Palm of Raising earlier when I was on my Samurai. I didn't. It was an option. This is one of those things, like, decision-making cannot fail. Otherwise, you fail to run. And that's it. Go back to the start. Happy with your Lonely Explorer title? Yeah. I've deliberately avoided going for Lonely Explorer because I've heard that Heaven on High is easier than Palace. And I want to, like... I don't want... And this is more of, like, myself against me kind of thing. I don't want to look at the Lonely Explorer title and think, I only have this because I couldn't get Necromancer. So Necromancer is like my primary demand at the moment. And that's just me. I'm not saying that everybody else has to think that way. It's just the way my brain works. Something. I want the best of what I can physically get. So here we are. Got 197 on my 4th attempt, but did tons and tons of research before my attempts. That's fair. I've done a fair amount of research as well, but at this point, the only reason I'm not alt-tabbing to Mage's Guide is because I've been through the first 50 levels more time, like legitimately more times than I can count. So it is just, like, I'm so used to early stuff now. I don't even want to think about it. I'm just gonna leave. Hey, I can just leave. Yay. Witching, not a big deal. I'm gonna have to kill this guy. But I'm gonna have to. Dude, if I... Oh yeah, there's that. That's unfortunate. Oh well, we'll be max level faster. It'll be okay. I'll get more XP on my Dancer. It's fine. And we're up. Yeah, no, I've been through the early games so many times at this point, I don't even want to, like, I don't even want to look at the guide until I get to 100 plus, usually. Also getting Lonely Explorer because it's easier is just the first step, getting Necromancer. Yeah, I know, but, like, you gotta understand, my brain hates me, so every time I see that title, that's gonna be the thought that hits me. So I just, like, I just want to head that off at the pass. Like, yeah, it could be a stepping stone, but at the same time, I could also just go for Necromancer. Get that one first. Have the real bragging rights, quote unquote real bragging rights. They're all equally viable. But that, again, my brain hates me. It does not want me to be happy. So I gotta circumvent that shiz. As one does. How's about I continue using this, eh? Bang. I feel that standard step is going to get me in trouble at some point. And I'm not going to notice when it happens, and it's just going to be a massive Charlie Fox. I just realized I also have healing waltz now? Yeah, curing waltz. There we go. So that's going to be useful. But also, hello, Mag. How are you? Thank you for stopping by after I told you I was streaming, and that's why I couldn't play Age of Wonders with you yet. This run's going pretty well, though. Considering we're like 20 minutes in and already on floor 7 of the 10, it's not bad. Hey, haste granted. It's always nice. I didn't hear the ping. Say caves, then nothing after. What? Fair enough. Oh, yeah. This. Let's get into range here, take this guy out, and hopefully get a swift floor. This strength is helping a lot here. Oh, well. Easy clap. Easy clap. Leave right now. In fact, we're going to. Yet again, I'm guessing Discord showed ping, not auto scroll, and I did not read the times. Fair enough. All right. Oh, hey, I have an event. I did not even notice. Owner affluence, I'll take it. One floor left, but still one floor. Lots of treasure. Hey, there's our exit already. Oh, nice. Right on level for these guys, which means we've probably been leveling a bit too much. Be taking my time with this set now that I think about it. It's probably good. I got that 50. These guys I genuinely feel bad for because all of their attack abilities are AoEs. They're just not telegraphed. So you can just like if you're a range class, they will literally never do damage unless you stand still. If you're playing a range class, why would you ever stand still? Anyway, no, I'm feeling pretty okay about this one. I don't want to be overly optimistic, but it would kind of be some weird poetic shenanigans if I got Necromancer on a class that I barely ever play. Nothing against Dancer, I just don't play it all that often. Wouldn't that be some shenanigans? Oh, hello. Like to stand there and say boo. Can't leave yet? No? Okay. Well, we continue committing war crimes. Because what else do you do with your time if not commit war crimes? Leave? No, we don't leave. Okay, one more. Come on, boy. I believe that ability missed. Which is really frustrating. Now we leave. Yay. Are we having fun yet? What happened after all? You don't know it as well. We'll take less risk with it. That's fair. Though I do tend to play a little bit too conservative as it is, so that's... I don't think that's a problem with my playstyle. Like, being reckless is usually not an issue with me, I think. I don't need to go that way. I need to go that way. Ooh, this is good. Okay, let's do this. This out. And we call that a landmine play. We did not expect the giant Goobboo to interrupt. If ever you wonder why I prefer sight palms over safety, that's why. So I can do stuff like that. Hey, Shield Samba. Nice. I'm not going to get that, and 4 is usually a defensive. I don't know why that's different here. Big brain. Oh, it's another landmine. Nice. That was close. That was really close. Let's not talk about how close that was. Did anyone see what health I was at when that popped? He turns this way, I'm killing him. Okay, turn the other way. He chose life. Is that another? Okay, that's not another landmine. I was gonna say, if I got like 3 landmines in a row, oh my god. And a strength right before the boss, that's really nice. I think this isn't the horseman guy, I don't think. I think he's like 6 or 7, or 60 or 70. What boss is this? I don't remember. Because we're not up to Edda yet. Oh, it's this guy, right. Correctly, this is a kill the ads kind of situation. It's not bad. Yeah, yeah. Do your do. I'm gonna spread these out as much as humanly possible because you didn't. I didn't really need to use Shield Samba there. I don't know why I did. Yeah, yeah. Continue. Yeah, actually... No, it doesn't work. This is the part... This is the part that I have issues with when I'm playing tank, because usually the tanks don't have enough damage if you're off burst to deal with these guys. Which I found is actually easier to control with Dark Knight of all things. Just because like it doesn't feel like as much of the rotation. It's true or not? No idea. But it's how I feel. Okay, now we do this. Cool. It's only dangerous if the mobs are still around because they detonate into these really nasty AoEs. And if you're still and can't dodge them, then they basically just kill you. Which is not great, as I'm sure everyone here would agree. now for the decision-making part of this. I think I can just blast him down without needing to go through the phase again. The further we go without him dying, though, this is a bit concerning. This may be a useless risk. Might have it. Yeah, I got it. Okay. That was a bit of a pointless risk. I should not have done that. I should have just gone through the minion wave, because I think it was fairly close to him popping his AoE. Or his raid wide, rather. But yeah, it was okay. Didn't immediately die, which is nice. Oh boy. This is stressful. Very stressful. Okay. Let's do anything. All the people that I watch for Final Fantasy streams are playing Legend of Zelda. Bro, props to him, play whatever, but I don't care about that game. We're set, and we are at the 50. Yeehaw. Off you for motivation. Hope you like my portrait there, by the way. One of my cuter ones for Luna. Yeah, I was saying earlier, I'll say it again. Probably going to get a 3D printer fairly soon. If I learn Blender or some other 3D modeling software to the extent that I can model actual characters, I will 100% model Luna, and I will 100% be doing requests and or commissions with that. Have various shades of Luna as a freaking wargaming unit commander. That would be hilarious. It's like, bro, these are freaking Space Marines. Why do you have a bunny girl leading? I'm like, no, trust me. She could kill literally all of them and probably the God Emperor with enough prep work. Oh, that would be hilarious. I would make so many people angry. The dumb things I do and say. Hey, I should probably use my my big bang. Yeah, as one does. Should get both? Yeah. These guys have a really potent single target that actually killed me one time. I don't remember if it was, I think it was Red Mage. It was one of the times I was trying like a quote-unquote meta run. But I went Red Mage or something. I went Palmander of Lust. I think it might have been one of my Gunbreaker runs now that I'm talking about it. But I went Palm of Lust and tried to weaken a group of those, and they were the higher level ones. Whenever you see them next, it was like 150 or something. Absolutely freaking bodied me. Did not take much damage at all, and just completely reverse Uno carded my ass. Had no chance. It was embarrassing. Tell you what, if you got an ego problem, you play this, you either won't have an ego problem for long, or your ego will be in shambles. Good loud. Okay, I don't want to be in here. So anyway. Yeah, stuff and things and reasons. I don't know why I did that. I have almost no reason to aggro these guys right now. But a very patient person to get necro period. And that's fair. I try and like check my ego whenever I sense it getting out of hand, but I've been historically kinda not great at that, so I will say this though, Necromancer is a massive test of patience. Like, oh boy, it does not pull punches. These guys, they are a threat, but they're not bad. Their Ripper Claw ability is the only thing that I'm really worried about, and that's just, it's a non-telegraphed AoE cone, for anyone who doesn't know. It does a crap load of damage if you're not ready for it. And like, not to take away from what Nenny was saying earlier, but I really, really hope he understands what he's doing when he says he wants to get Necromancer before me. Not to say that I am further along the path, but I have been walking it for longer, and I know what he's getting into. I'm worried. I am worried about my friend. Yeah, I see a gold chest over there. Just so. Is there a gold in here? No. Yes. Yes, there is. I am blind. This is actually better than before. Yay. Hey, these are the guys that I died to last time. Oh, it wasn't these guys. It was something else, but still. Ring trap out of nowhere, making me look stupid. Do I have to aggro this guy? I will not. Ah, my giblets. Steel, I will take it. You're walking right up on me, aren't you? Okay. Kind of. You're letting me know that you still pay attention. Underestimate the thickness of your skull. I have absolutely no doubt of the thickness of your skull, Minnie. It's more that I know that we are very similar in some ways. We have similarly thick skulls. I want you to know this is going to be a thing that is going to take the full thickness of that skull. I cannot underestimate how much of a head-banging competition this is, and there is no one on the other side. You're breaking a wall with your skull. That's it. That's the end of the conversation. It's a lot, and it takes a long time. Well, Manticore, how are you? Get away. Cool. All indeed, my man. Seriously though, if you're gonna make an attempt at Necromancer, frickin' keep me appraised, man. I want to know how you do. This is one of those things I will very rarely give people crap for. So by all means, tell me how you do. Tell me when you find issues. I will advise you as best I can. It's a solo run, but it can be a collaborative effort, and my god, the support structure is great. Actually, serious thing, if you do want to attempt Necromancer, Google Meiji's Deep Dungeon Guide and find the one for Palace of the Dead. That is probably the single best piece of advice I can give you. Oop. Okay. Put it this way, I did a Wretch run of Elden Ring with only bows, crossbows, the worst weapons in the game. Fair enough. Like I'm saying, man, I'm not doubting that you can do it. I'm just saying, like, you... I don't know if you were there or were actively listening to the conversation at the time, but Palace of the Dead is not hard. It is an endurance test. You have to be not perfect, but good enough for upwards of 20 straight hours. That is the time frame you're looking at for completing a Palace of the Dead run. And that's assuming everything goes well and you don't have any, like, long delays. Actually, no, it'd be more like 15 straight hours, but still. Yeah, it's a process, man. So I do not doubt your previous credentials. Just be ready for what you're getting into, because it is not gentle. And you fuck up once, you go from 144 all the way back to start, and it will not apologize. I would know. It happened to me today. I know I just started on this set, and we're going pretty well, but I would very much like to be done with this set already. I'm gonna do something else besides the dungeon. Having a range class is definitely helping, though. Like, it's a lot easier to OZ on around with a ranged class. Is Necro just deathless, or is it also deathless one sitting? It's not one sitting, but you have to do 10 floors at a time. And it's an hour time limit per 10 set of floors. So it has to be... Like, it has to be the same run, but you can stop in between every 10 floors. Like, you don't have to keep going constantly. And it's not something like, if you log off, you lose your progress. It's not that brutal. But I just realized I said, like, 20 or 15 straight hours, and it's not consecutive, but that's, like, the total time you have to be on the ball without fail. Because the couple of exceptions, you fuck up once. That's it. You go back to start. And you do have to start at level 1 every single time. Otherwise, once you get up to 100, you can't go further. It just stops you. And if you die past 100, then you're done. It will not allow you to play anymore. You gotta restart. Deal would be nice. Hey, what's up, Merwin? How you doing, man? See you at first. I was wondering where you were. Hope you're doing well. Hydration check. Oh, great. But auto heal disabled. It's a bit concerning. Actually, that's fine. I got plenty of suspects. I just saw in Discord Hell was talking about me. Or rather, I saw Dave in the chat and I'm like, okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing today? What's going on in this neck of the woods? Yeah, I don't necessarily need to be in here, but at the same time, I kind of want this chest. It's a witching. Hit really freaking hard, so I do want to hit him with a burst as soon as humanly possible. Let's see if I can make the shield Samba there. It's fine. Okay, now we got a couple of kills under our belt. Alright. Real life being real life, that's fair. Well, man, I am glad... Actually, let me just do this. I am glad you are hanging in there, however you may be doing it. I'm glad you decided to stop by. Hope the rest of your week goes pretty well. Yeah, let me throw... Not the supers... Let's go with the max potions. Yeah. Oh, crap. Is that a treasure room? It's pretty packed, so... That is the vibe of a treasure room. Have fun with the rest of the stream. Need to get some sleep for work in the morning. Alright, man. Thanks for stopping by and being around. Much appreciated. Enjoy your sleep. And have a good day at work tomorrow. Or whenever it is you wake up. Always a pleasure. Like a New World looking nighthead ass. Light, that's always nice. Hey, closed position. That is for other people. Wait, can I like... Okay, I can't close position myself. That would be funny. Why are you angry? What did I do? Oh yeah, I still have... Oh, right. I didn't realize at the time, but I still have no auto healing, which is awkward. Okay, we're good. Serenity. I always love to see Palms of Serenity full. I've lost a number of runs that I am uncomfortable sharing because I ran out of Serenities. Or refused to use one of the two. I've learned from that. Doubtful, but you know, can hope. So this is a flight floor. It should go very fast. See it do. That's a treasure room. How are you going to give me a flight floor and then a treasure room? That's like the exact opposite of flight. Dude. I don't like this. Okay, I was about to say, if that goes through the wall and hits something else, I'm going to be very upset. The game is not pulling punches today. Surely need that, but I'm always up to get more Gelmore and Potsherds. Oh hey, it's another flight. Maybe this one will actually work. Love having an interject. And I know it's not called interject on a range class, but you know. Go this way if they aggro, they aggro. I ain't looking to do all the rest of that. Max level, so screw it. We leave. Do a little dance. Fortune, we'll take it. It's another gold. Nice suit. Intuition, still not using those. 100, I probably have most of what you can get from intuitions. Either that or I don't care to get more. Yeah, shush. See, now that I think about it, the silver-rimmed ones, I probably don't have everything on. Oh wait, does it start at bronze-rimmed, or does it go straight to, or does it go from iron-rimmed to bronze-rimmed to... Because I think it's like iron to bronze to silver to gold. I could be wrong. I don't know how that works. This really doesn't feel like a flight floor, I'm gonna be honest. Affluence. I'll take it. It's free real estate. Center, like I don't give a crap. Less not needed at the moment. Probably didn't need to aggro this guy, now that I think about it. So it does feel like a flight floor, I just was not treating it like a flight floor. Big sad. I tell you, this takes the motivation right out of you. Like, mentally, I am draining quickly. Yeah, did you guys see that crap? I'm surprised it didn't aggro. It spawned right on top of me, my mans. Why are you like this? Me with your coffin hands. Give me so many intuitions. Disgruntled Morlock noises, whatever they're called. I'm actually going to save up my feathers now because I want to be able to do some burst once we get into Eda's room. Correctly, these guys aren't the right ones. Nope, do it again. Wait, what? Do what again? What are you talking about? Okay. Saying I want to save up my my feathers, immediately burn them as soon as the mimic comes into frame. Like, nope, nope, absolutely not. Get that crap away from me. It's heresy. I don't want it. Bro, stop. I want to leave. Serious. It's not a treasure room, but at the same time. Ooh, ooh, that's... You know what I have to do. Oh. Oh no, I let him get the paralyze off. It's cringe. Okay, so landmine plays. They work. I didn't need to take that paralyze, as I wasn't paying attention. Oh, for the love of... Are they so tightly packed in there? What did I do? Okay, I might be able to sneak past one or two of these. The dog, of course, immediately turns around. Can't pop my Big Bang AoE. That will arouse suspicion. Yeah, I don't care. I was thinking, like, potential other landmine play? No, ain't worth. Not worth. Abilities unavailable. Oh, joy. Oh my fucking lo- We're not doing this. I am not dealing with pox just because you hit me with a no abilities. That thing rings at me very loud. I don't like it. Okay, I already regret using that Serenity, but hey, we're here now. As well. I also love that you can pop head grace while you're in standard step. Not having to come out of it is nice. Okay, let's find us an exit here. That's another treasure room. That's going to be the exit, isn't it? I seriously, I genuinely want to pop the Palm of Rage and just go in there and swing out. If this is the exit room, I'm going to. Okay, it's not. I don't have to do the stupid. Yay. Okay. So that's done. Regardless of whether or not I needed to do that. But it's done now. Still need more kills in order to get past. Dang. Bro. Dang. Stop using those. Occasionally just hit F because it's there. I'm so used to being Gunbreaker and like, oh yeah, freaking rough divides up. Might as well hit that. Please do not turn around. I mean you no harm unless you mean me harm, in which case I will kill all of you. Thank you. I will be perfectly reasonable so long as none of you piss me off. If you do, I'm going to commit war crimes. Okay, so, Edda. I got a little bit of my steel. I'm just going to run that. This should be fine. Edda is thankfully not a terribly, ridiculously hard boss. Just gotta pay attention. Down as normal. Thankfully we got a little bit of mobility, which is always nice. And that's the don't look. Still frickin' diseased for some reason. Oh yeah, I'm ranged, I don't have to wait. It's taking forever. I feel like I'm doing negligible damage. I guess it's just part of being a dancer, right? I guess I'm doing like 1% per swing. It's reasonable. How much this does. Okay, I did make it out of that one. Yay. I wasn't paying attention to how much standard stuff did because I'm a noob. Joy. Alright. How much of a percentage does this take off? 2. Good lord. I feel like I'm throwing literal frisbees. Legitimately forgot what I was doing for a second there. Too much monotony, could not brain. Grab me a pillow, I know this fight will take a while. Yeah. It's mainly because Dancer. Not specifically because Dancer, but, you know, generally, Dancer just doesn't have a ridiculous amount of output. I'm so used to, like, if I'm squishy, then this fight is borderline non-existent, because if I'm squishy, I'm playing Reaper. And Reaper just does not care. Reaper will straight up kill everything. and not apologize. Hold on a sec. Okay, sorry about that. My dad was saying that he was going out for the evening. So, basically, I can go back to being as loud and stupid as I want, which is nice. This fight solo when I had like no Aether Pool was actually annoying. Yeah. When I went through the first time, I think I got up to like floor 80 something. With basically like 20 to 30 on my Aether Pools. So it was rough. And it took me a while to get the 99s because it kept trying to give me armor when I was constantly playing a tank. And you don't really need the armor as a tank. You need striking capability. You know, like weapons. Lord, it was rough, but it was fun. Something weird going on here. I guess it's fine. It's updated kind of funny. I feel like that happened to me in Arknight's roguelite. I had a low-level defender medic combo against a wall to grab coffee and we had lunch to see. They're still shipping each other, Keck. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I love that. Funnily enough about Arknights, I have I forgot the medic's name. I think it was Telopsis. It's the one that gives the special gauge rises faster. But I think it was Telopsis and Saria. Throw them on a corner and maybe throw on Exia just to have some anti-air and damage potential and just ignore that sector of the map entirely. Because Saria will not die with medical support, especially if someone's buffing her special meter, and then you... Yeah. And then Exia go, bah! And that's her entire thing, which is why we love her. Anyway. So, now the question is, do I bail here and go play something else, or do I continue on? Because I'm still feeling the momentum. I think I'm going to continue on. I may hop to a chat just to keep myself from going insane. Just accept this from Kalar real quick. To me, I know. I'm just, this is more me thinking out loud kind of thing. I'm going to very swiftly download the last spell. It's literally a gigabyte. It's like nothing. All right, add that to favorites. Just to have that on. Literally just to have that on. Now the big question. What do I do with my life? I think I'm going to play a little more. I think I'm going to roll in, maybe do a little bit more. Because I have it kind of in my head that this is a quote-unquote temporary run with Dancer. But if I can get Dancer all the way up to like level 80 to 100, then it'll start to sink up like, okay, we're doing pretty good, so we might as well, we might as well have a little fun with this, huh? All right, let's run it. Let's do another one. I'm feeling ballsy. I'm feeling determined. I'm feeling motivated. I'm motivated, aggravated. Commander of Rage. That tops us off. That's good, actually. That is a nice. I'm genuinely surprised with Dancer, though. Like, aside from that one boss moment, it's performing very well. Probably just because I can move around a little. Oh my lord. Right, I forgot the freaking trolls in this one are nuts. Really annoying. Yeah, it could always be worse. Gonna take you out. Just to get ready as. Just to get ready as. Don't necessarily need, but hey, why not? Summoner is really good in here. Here too, it's basically a caster version of Machinist, really squishy on the higher floors though. Yeah, I can imagine. Because like Summoner does have that shield, which is really solid, but it definitely doesn't have the same tools as like. Damn, I wish. It doesn't have like the same tools as Machinist for being able to counter certain things. Like you can do the interject thing with the range classes, and then on Red Mage you have a reliable spammable heal, and also just really solid damage output that can get you out of a lot of situations. So like. Summoner is one of those classes that they're good, but they're not amazing. Cast times makes you sad. Yeah, man. The cast times are what gets me about running magic classes in Palace. I really, really value my mobility down here, which is why I kind of focused a bit more on the melee DPS. Because they have a crapload of output, they don't have the same safety as, say, a ranged DPS class or a magic class, but you don't have to be constantly worried about slide casting. You just mosey on around however you like. Yeah, that worked. So yeah, it's definitely a little give and take on that front. Generally, it usually just kind of boils down to, okay, I am more comfortable with this type of class, and therefore I'm going to use it. And that's what you see a lot of people recommend to people who are like just picking up the Necromancer grind. Like there was this one dude that I absolutely love him. I don't know who he is or what his name is, but he was talking about Asmongold, who had started to get into Palace of the Dead because he wanted the Necromancer title as well. I don't know if Asmon ever actually got it, but the dude was saying like he's learning Machinist or Red Mage or something, or whichever class he was playing, but he's learning a completely different class for Palace. Like, no, dude, get on your Dark Knight, get into your Dark Knight and get your Necromancer. It's not that big a deal. Yeah. That was my phone. He didn't? Yeah, I figured. Like, nothing against Asmon, but that definitely feels like something that, either something that he would lean really heavy into because it's just easy content, or something that he would just straight up ignore because it's a power grind. Like, you really got to be dedicated to make that work. The only reason I'm streaming it is because, frankly, it's easy content. Like, I do not have to think very hard about what I'm doing when I'm grinding Palace. I just, get in, do my best. What happens, happens. Well, you know what we have to do now, right? Here we go. Perfect. Landmine play. Yeah, safety. Turned our server into a shit show for a minute there. Yeah, no. But I mean, I'm very thankful that Asmon played the game as genuinely as he did, because a lot of people were thinking like, oh, he's gonna hate the game. He's gonna see the 2.5 second GCD and hate it, and the story's gonna be garbage, and like basically all of the usual stuff that WoW refugees, or not refugees, but like WoW players say to dissuade others from playing Final Fantasy. And then he played it, and it's like, oh, it's a good game. It's a good game. Like the story's a little cheese, but the game is good. The gameplay is good, true and real. No, it talks. But I love that. That brought a lot of attention to the game, and it really, Final Fantasy is one of those games that like I am genuinely happy when there is a long login queue, because that means like this is my favorite game. People love playing my favorite game, which means it's probably going to be around for a lot longer, and that just makes me happy. Genuinely think that Final Fantasy makes people better. You just laugh lessons, man. Just wish you picked Mantoys and not Cactar. Yeah, that's fair. I was fairly lucky because I was hanging out over here on Crystal, but yeah, it went a little nuts for a while there, and I know a lot of people were like really getting into the whole stalk the sprout kind of thing. Because I mean, people do that. People were doing that with me when I was going through the Shadowbringer story, and I can imagine having a community that big with that many players, like literally lining up in the streets to give you a freaking honor guard into Ishgard. That was so cool. It's going to be open-minded? Yes, it is. What's his reaction to the last moments of 1.0? I think his exact words were, if I was there to see that live, I would never stop playing this game. Yep. It's because of, like, it's because of what it meant to everyone who was playing then. And I wasn't there. I cannot speak directly about this. You know what we gotta do. This is fine. 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 We're fine. We're all good here. Nothing is wrong. No problems. How are you? Alright, that actually worked out pretty well. Oh, hey, there's the exit. We can just leave. Bye! But yeah, back to what I was saying. I can only imagine being a player of a game and loving it so much, and then the devs just coming out and literally apologizing for the state that the game is in and saying, we're sorry that it's like this, it will take time to fix, we will be better. And then making a whole event and making it like story relevant. Like, dude, that is the biggest, most beautiful love letter to the fans that they could have written at that time. And then they made it, they literally made it part of the story. That was, like, I agree with them. If I was there for that, I would never stop playing this game. I'm already never going to stop playing this game, because the game's beautiful. But if I was there for that, yeah, I would never leave. Never feel the urge. Do you think he'll ever return to 14? I highly doubt it. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Because, like, looking at it from his point of view, it's free content. Like, it's a free, easy series of streams doing something that's fairly enjoyable. So he can come in and do any number of activities that he wants. And I think the only reason he's not jumping back into it thus far is because of the whole scarcity breeds demand kind of thing. Like, in my mind, the longer he's away from it, the bigger his quote-unquote comeback is gonna be. That's just my thoughts, though. I also genuinely kind of think that he's probably just doing other stuff, because like, personally, I'm a very flighty person as well. Like, case in point, I don't play Final Fantasy XIV constantly, nearly as much as I probably should, based on the fact that my channel is built around it. But yeah. Just get a feeling that something rubbed him the wrong way about 14 that he's not telling us. It's probably the weirdos in the community. Not to say that the whole community is weirdos, but like, you know how people get. So it's possible that he just doesn't want to deal with that for a little while. And not trying to call anyone out, but it's the community is very aggressive with how much they love this game, and that can be a little bit off-putting to someone who's not constantly involved in it. Ninny, shut the fuck up. Dumbass. I've got like one Warframe video on my entire ass channel. I think that Asmon's going to come back to 14 eventually. And it could be anything from he actually enjoys the game to he just wants the easy content. So that's my personal thoughts. Whether it's true or not, we'll see eventually. Just realized there's a treasure in here, and I have not seen it. Yeah, I realized that part of the community, the zealots. You're not wrong. For the culture of the WoW community is constantly talk about how shitty it is. Yeah, that's true. Merwin, what the? I thought it was a Fortnite stream, bro. Bro. Cringe. I'm popping affluence, why not? I'll run around this guy. PotD YouTuber. That's probably the closest, considering how many streams I've done on it. You're gonna aggro. Yep. Okay, we're just gonna, like, absolutely decimate. Excuse me. You're doing your reflect shenanigans, so please die faster. You exist in a place that I don't want you to, so, bye. Minesweepers. Minesweepers team win. Dude. Please do not look at me. Thank you. You have a wonderful day. Friend Gurgo Vadoriga, whatever that is. I do not pretend to understand you. It's 14, even the slightest criticism in it is enough to piss people off. Yeah. Mahjong streamer. This is getting out of hand. But yeah, no, there's like, it's, people do take it a little bit too far with, yes, Final Fantasy XIV is a fantastic game, and I think, like, the vast majority of us who take a more logical look at the game will see that, like, just objectively, they do a lot of things right. It's a solid game. But where a lot of people kind of trip up is it also does have its faults. So, like, the combat's pretty good, but based on what I've seen in, like, other games I've played, it does feel a little bit slow and kinda clunky if I, like, really look at what I'm doing and not just play off of muscle memory. Like, it does genuinely feel like I'm kind of moving in slow motion sometimes. So to someone who's played WoW that is known for its extremely tight and refined combat, yeah, I can see that being a legitimate criticism. But then you get people who are like, no, Final Fantasy's the best at everything. You can't criticize the game. It's better than everything else. I'm like, no, you're basically blinding yourself. The graphics could use a facelift when they do it. Yeah, they're in the process of doing the graphical overhaul, which I'm really looking forward to. But this is one thing that I've never understood. And it's people who say WoW has better graphics than Final Fantasy. I feel like there's more to that argument than is on the surface, but I also feel like that's a bit of a troll argument. Like, yeah, there's some areas where, like, in WoW, you get these massive, huge vistas, and it's all constant, and there's no loading screens. Yeah, okay, I get that. But I don't understand the argument that WoW looks better than Final Fantasy. It's just like, maybe it's a subjective thing. I don't get it. I think the Final Fantasy graphics are way better, personally. But that's just me. Let's go ahead and pop this one up. Sir House Trap. On a gloom floor. Oof. Yeah, welcome to the team, bro. Welcome to Alice. Don't play MMO and AAA games because money, high base cost plus monthly fee, and my motion sickness. That's fair. To me, 14 looks great for a game in its age. Yeah, agreed. Very much so agreed. And granted, especially with the character models, like if you really get in close and look, case in point, hair clipping through the collar there, like, yeah, there's stuff that just does not look good for this day and age, but at the same time, I think, like, the character models at least are anime enough that they do have a little bit of a timeless quality. So, to me at least, I think Final Fantasy takes the graphical argument hands down, no question. Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 11 is still active. Fair point. Fair point, my guy. Can't do my AoE either. These guys are... He's dying pretty quick. It should be fine. 100% agree with Final Fantasy looks better on the characters, but I do think that the no loading screen overworld and world sometimes look nicer with WoW. Okay. Alright. I see where you're coming from, and based on what I know, which is very little, I can see where that argument would actually have quite a bit of weight. Because Final Fantasy, the big vistas, the oh crap wow moments, I know those are... Let me find a better way to say this. So, if you're looking at the two games side by side, WoW is objectively more colorful, like to a ridiculous extent. I'm gonna save those, and I'm just gonna pop a rage and clear this whole floor. Never liked cartoony look of WoW graphic. Yeah, that's where it throws a lot of people off. And I am one of them. That was a toading trap. Thankfully, I did not have to deal with it. But yeah, like the cartoony graphics, that's kind of where WoW lost me, and that's, funnily enough, that's one of the reasons I never got into One Piece, is because like, it looks too dumb, in my humble opinion. But that's like that's 100% a subjective thing, I understand it. WoW does have the better color palette. It's more vibrant, rather. It's definitely leaning into that sort of cartoony feel of just, like, splash of everything, I guess. I don't really know how to describe it. But it's definitely more colorful, no one can argue that. I just, personally, I prefer the art style of Final Fantasy XIV more. Yeah, we're on 459. Heck yeah. For this, WoW and FF Design Core. It's the most subjective if you use... Loki has hit me up and just said, I have a funny. If you're used to either cartoon or anime style, you lean more towards those styles and dislike the other. I don't know about, like, outright disliking the other, but I understand what you're saying. And yeah, that tracks. Yeah, Pulmonary Serenity. Got it back, man! Yeah, I'd have, like, just genuinely always thought that WoW looked kind of goofy, which did put me off of it a little bit. It's not the reason that I never got into it, but it's more of, like, one of the reasons that I never really gave it a fair shake. I think the reason that I never got into WoW in general is just because it's like, every time I hear about it, I'm always hearing about how bad the grind is and how much Blizzard does not care about its people. That's literally all I hear about the game. Yeah, at that point, just freaking, why try it? I still may at some point, like, if I, case in point, if the channel gets a lot of momentum, then I'll try it just based solely on the, well, I want to see what the other side looks like kind of thing. But I very highly doubt that I'm ever going to really get into and heavily enjoy WoW. I'm too story-centric for like, how I enjoyed games. Although, honestly, if the story in Final Fantasy was not the quality that it was, I would not still be playing the game. I would 100% have moved on by now. But one of the things that I say a lot is Yoshi P and the dev team have quite literally built us an entire family with the Scions. And that just hits different. Please cease, so as I may be done with your shenanigans. I wish not to fight you anymore, sir. I wish to go home. Don't know why I pulled out the old Popo voice there. That was a little awkward. Okay, I'm not going to actually use one of my big potions, but I am going to use a potion, and it is going to hurt. Actually hit him with that. Nice. Be gone. We leave! Go for 3 years. Blizzard sucks and the community is pretty horrible. That, yep. Again, that's what I heard. That's what I hear a lot of. Music, I am subjectively not keen on jazz and country music, but they are not bad. If I had the option of pop, ballad, and rock, I would pick. Yeah, that's fair. Same how I feel with Arknights. They are gamer first and care about their game they're making. Yep. Actually, saying that or reading that, one of the biggest reasons that I am so on board with the whole Yoshi P is basically Game Jesus kind of movement is, and I mention this often. Um, One of the few times that I have actually seen Yoshi P do stuff IRL is the first time ever seeing him was when he walked out on stage in the it was either the samurai or the gunbreaker cosplay, and I'm like, this is the lead dev, like this is the guy pulling the strings, are you serious? Then I read more into it and was like, oh yeah, that's yes, so much yes, this yes. And then a while after that, I don't know if it was like this happened a while after that or if I just saw it a while after that, whatever. I saw in like a panel somewhere where Yoshi P was there talking to people and answering questions, and he was constantly getting distracted because he had like his character open on a screen nearby, and he was just getting so distracted because he'd pop over and type in the chat, and he was just talking to people in game so much that he got distracted from talking to people IRL. And I'm like, that is A, that's a little awkward. B, that is someone who genuinely cares so much about their community that they get lost in it. That is the kind of person that I that I can vibe with. It is basically Chinese Yoshi P. Hell yeah, man. Oh, it is the iron. Okay. Okay, I can work with that. So I got a bunch of wolf colors I'm probably never going to use. So I hate those. But anyway. How long have I been going? 3.5 hours. Well then. I'm debating. I should probably kill the stream and take a break so I can go eat. But I don't want to. Good experiences I've had on this game with people far outweigh the negative, whereas Escape that was flipped. That's what I hear. That's why Final Fantasy stands out so much, is because there's a bad side to it. Obviously, there's the zealots that we were talking about earlier. There's the people who just refuse to believe that anyone could ever dislike this game. But it's kind of just the result of so many people don't have negative experiences with the game. The community is very, very welcoming, and people just kind of look out for each other. It's a pleasant community to be in on average. And the weirdos that you do see, they're the outlier. And if you get into a match with someone who just does not understand that entire philosophy, or like if you run do a leveling roulette and it's somebody who, not saying they're from any of these other games, but someone who just refuses to believe that they're in any way less than perfect, but they're playing garbage and blaming everybody else, they are 100% going to be muted by the end of that match, and people are not going to engage with them. It's just not worth it. So people move on. Play out the match, get it over with, run along, enjoy the more pleasant people. A running gag and his low light rigging the free gifts items to all of them for community. Cosplay as one of the characters for giggles. That's awesome. And then people who are rude AF in this game are almost always crap players. Yeah. I don't want to make a direct call out, but I have noticed that as well. Like, kind of the exception for me, honestly, is when I was playing a healer early on, and I was just not comfortable doing massive pulls. And this happened also when I swapped over to tank and was just not comfortable doing absolutely gargantuan pulls. I would prefer to go a little bit slower. So if a tank would just outrun me, I would try and say like, "Hey man, slow it down." This is assuming that the tank didn't jump the gun in the first place, realize that they were outpacing me, and go, "Oh crap, sorry, I'll slow down a little." White mage, yes. Luna started as a conjurer, so conjurer and a white mage, and then the vault. I decided I wanted to be a tank, be a little bit more proactive, if you will. But yeah, it's just stuff like that. And sometimes there would be someone like a tank or a healer or something. Sometimes there would be a DPS. Those are the most visible, who just refuse to go slow. It's like, no, you're wall to wall pulling, says the ninja as they're sprinting ahead and aggroing the entire dungeon. Then they die. Then the rest of us die because either I, as the tank, was under geared, or I, as the healer, couldn't keep up with the initial pull and got flustered and just failed. And now everyone else is like, yeah, just don't heal them. We'll adjust and do this 3-man. All right. Someone who plays healer a lot, there's 2 rules in this game. Step 1, blame healer. Step 2, refer to step 1. All in good fun, but genuinely, if I ever had a problem as a healer, like when I was playing White Mage, if I ever had an issue, I think only once or twice I got the bro keep up or healer adjust or just like healer bad. Only once or twice that ever happened. More often than not, it would be like the tank or one of the DPSs would be like, someone will call it out, like healer's struggling, slow down a little bit, or the tank would just go, sorry man, didn't realize you were under geared, I'll pull a little less. Or even better, someone would ask, yo, too much, am I pulling too much, or was that a fluke? You tell me, what's the pace we should go at? And then the flip is also, like, as a tank, I will say that to healers, and as a tank, more often than not, healers will tell me, like, hey, maybe go a little slow, I'm under geared, or I'm still learning, or hey, freaking wall to wall, man, make me work for it. It's just the fact that people communicate that a lot better in this game as opposed to others that I've seen. And generally, you don't even have to communicate it, because people are so, they're so kind of in tune with how other people operate. And the dungeons are designed in such a way that you kind of can't overload your healer as much anymore if you're playing tank. So, like, the game itself, I've noticed this from the start. But from top to bottom, the game itself is almost designed to cultivate a positive and wholesome community. Case in point, the Sprout. You see a Sprout, like me at this point, I do consider myself an old hand. I've been playing for a couple of years. I know my way around the place. So I feel like I've earned my stripes. I see a Sprout and I'm like, newbie! Hey dude, are you doing okay? If I'm playing a tank and a Sprout is my healer, I'm like, hey, yo, how fast do you want me to go, man? Like, you tell me, you set the pace. Or if I'm rolling a healer and I see a tank is my, or a Sprout is my tank, I'll be like, hey man, you go at whatever speed you want, I got you. You can wall to wall or you can go one pack at a time. You pick your pace. And a lot of people are like that. They see the Sprout and just like start fawning over, like, oh my god, little baddie. Yeah, some people get annoyed by that, but at the same time, yeah. A Sprout with a Necromancer like a week ago. I hope that's an alt that someone just wanted to flex on, but that's great. That is fantastic. Also goes to show that just because somebody has a Sprout does not mean they are bad at the game. Wow, if you aren't top tier tank from the beginning, you get flamed, which I think is why so many people have tank anxiety on this game. I kind of get it every now and then just because the tank is the driver for the party. That is objective truth. You cannot tell me otherwise. The tank is the one who decides where the fights happen, how they happen, and how well they go most of the time. They have a large chunk of the agency when it comes to like party doing stuff. That is a little, I don't want to say intimidating, but it's definitely sort of it's front and center in your mind. If you just want to relax and not think too hard, that's why I go and play DPS sometimes. I think I am going to kind of relax here though. Got almost 4 hours out of stream. Get more anxiety as healer than tank. That may just be it. No, I've seen people do both. Gut sword looking thing over there. Not bad. But no, healer anxiety, that is also a thing. That is a legitimate thing as well. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Do I have that? I don't have that. Nice. But generally, like, healer anxiety, I never really got that. And I was very, very lucky with this. But I never really got healer anxiety because I played healer so much in League, and that was kind of like my trial by fire. Because I'm gonna be honest, if you could survive healing in League, you're immortal. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here. I'm just saying, if you can survive healing in League, you can probably survive a couple of apocalypses. I'm gonna go ahead and do this because I feel like I'm gonna need them. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Who cares? I'm gonna have them just in case. You feel me? Do you found a clip of Lowlight rigging a freak? For the stream, want to see it? Post on top. I'll check it out later, man. But yeah, thanks for that. It's always nice to see devs just being chill with the community. It warms my heart. And like, dude, if I ever develop a game or get into game development and somehow get into a position like that, you can bet I'm going to be all over the place with people. Like, I will be that maniac that jumps into someone's stream who is like streaming the game and be like, so how you doing? You having fun? What do you think? Give me some criticisms. What can I do better? Or what can we, the team, do better? You know I'll be like that. I'll try and be like the single coolest dev ever. I will try and out-cool Yoshi P. I will fail, but I will try. And that'll be the point. Alright. I didn't expect Dancer to work so well this far. It's nice though. I'm glad Connor told me about that. I do think that I am going to go ahead and cut it here. And I am likely going to start up another stream. Maybe not soonish, but like in the next hour or two. Because I mentioned earlier, but I'm going to go eat. And then after I eat, I try and walk a mile. Keep myself moving and a little bit fitter than couch potato. So yeah, I may start up and may do a little bit more of a late night kind of stream. We shall see. But thanks everyone for showing up here, liking, commenting, etc. Like just being in chat and saying stuff. Yes. Have D&D in 20, so I won't be there. That's totally fine, man. Thanks for being around as you are. Let me know how your necromancer journey goes if you're serious about it. Like really, I'm always keen to hear about it. We had someone in the Discord, Churro, got his necromancer on Warrior a couple of months ago. I think it's a couple of months. But yeah, we have a necromancer in the Discord. It's not me, but stuff like this just makes me happy. But yeah, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Like, comment, sub, etc. Blah blah blah. If you're seeing this after the fact, definitely subscribe to catch me live. But yeah, y'all have a wonderful day. Thanks again for hanging out, and I will see y'all next round.